Yeah, we are live from the headquarters in the Big Apple. Animals juiced up. We just ripped around the steroids. Sir, we've got production quality everywhere. I don't know what's happening right now, but I am joined with three of my favorite people in the world. I just met Lucas. He's representing Team Sleeper here. He's a great guy, though. A lot taller than I thought he'd be in person.
Thank you.
You're a beast. Tony, Max the Animal. How we doing, boys?
Feeling great.
I'm feeling confident. Like you said, feeling juiced up.
Well, we prepared a little bit before this draft. This is a 14-team fantasy draft. We have the 13th pick in it. And we were like, let's do a mock draft. Let's talk about who we want at the 13, the 16, or whatever. We couldn't have been further apart on the guys we wanted. So this is going to turn into like a shit show really quickly. But we've got 13, 12 other fierce competitors. We've got AJ Dillon returning to the scene. The guy plays fantasy football 1 year. His first league is against experts, and he wipes the floor with these guys. So he's the returning champ. He's got the 6th pick, I believe.
Yes.
Don't ask me.
Thank you.
He does.
Thank you for the teamwork over there, guys. AJ Dillon's coming in hot off his win last year. We are just giving you a quick intro right now. We're going to hang out for a few minutes, and then we're going to play by the Royal Rumble that decided the draft order. So if you have no idea what's going on right now for the Sleeper Bowl, that's really it. We're going to get you hyped up with that video. We're just here to say hello. We're here to welcome you into the evening. This will be a long event. We'll probably be here for the next hour and a half. We've got everybody within the draft slated to come on and hang out and chat a little bit, starting off with, the NFL players, man. This is the first time that we've had the big boys on the
champ
screen.
Himself.
Are you nervous, Animal? Talking to another freak athlete?
No, not at all. You're not nervous, and it's like the Jeep wave. Like you see another Jeep and you do the Jeep wave. Okay. You see another freak athlete. Go, what's up, man? Like it's normal for me.
I'm excited. I'm anxious. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to draft. This is our first fantasy draft of the year too.
Official. Yeah, for sure. I've done a million mocks, so that's how you know I'm ready.
It's muscle memory at this point. It's like 6 months. We've done analysis. We've made videos. We've done content. At this point, we just come out here and embarrass ourselves. I'm ready to do so.
I'm ready to fight for my picks, my reaches too, because from where our spot where we're drafting, we're gonna have to reach. Have to reach a little bit here and there. I'm gonna fight for those reaches.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Are you even logged into our account? Because
I'm gonna physically fight. I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna fight.
I'm just gonna draft somebody real quick, and then we can yell about it. It's like a shoot first, ask questions later kind of thing. How you feeling about your spot? You're the 3 spot.
Oh, I'm good.
I thought you guys were taking the Rumble. You're Sleeper Bot guy. I'm pretty sure Ike put the attributes all the way up in the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I just sent him over the attributes from me. It was a little shorter.
That was you underneath.
That was me. That was me under.
Makes
there.
sense now. I get it.
I thought we had a chance to get the first pick. Would we come in like the 3rd person in, and we lasted till the 3rd pick?
It was impressive. Ready. The stamina was impressive.
Endurance, yeah, all around.
Yeah, really good stuff. Anyways, you guys got bounced out. Took an L. We'll be throwing up the dubs. We'll be throwing up the L's every time someone opens their mouth. I thought about throwing the dub out. Sexy, can you turn the TV down in the main room over there, the lounge? I hear myself, and there's nothing worse than hearing yourself go off. So yeah, welcome in. I'm very excited for the night, man. This is something that we've had on the radar for a little while. Sleepers, you guys are fantastic company. It's a pleasure to work with you guys. You guys are scaling like no other company in the industry right now. What's it like? What's it feel like internally? You guys have all this momentum. You got the mojo going. You guys are like the people's brand.
Oh, it's amazing. I love the support. I run all the social medias, and just
it's a lot.
Every tweet is just like, we just get so much support from everyone switching their leagues over from other platforms. It's unreal.
I don't know about every tweet. I'd be throwing a lot of shade.
Hey, people always are trying to give recommendations, and we always take those and we work on them, and we've released 22 new features this year. So
it's one of my it's one of my favorite things about you guys. It's like as soon as I get pissed off at you guys, it's good because I know I could yell at you, and then within like 2 weeks, you're like, dev team took care of it. Love you guys.
Yeah, we get after it. The whole team really works hard over there.
Okay, so you guys got 22 new features on the platform. What are you most excited about internally? Was there like 1 or 2 of them that you guys were like, hell yeah, like we pulled this off?
The one I was most excited for was the cross availability between leagues. I'm in a ton of leagues, so it's actually unreal when you're going through the free agency just to pick someone, and then you see who's available in which leagues, and that's the one I'm unreal about.
Relax.
We've got people in the background.
Relax.
It's about as professional as it gets. Is it live?
No, we're gonna intro. Here comes the intro for the the Royal Rumble video.
So we decided draft order.
Let's get fucking hyped up.
Chaos in the sleeper dome.
Nothing but limbs flying all over the ring.
Slaps, make chops. I've never seen anything like
I can't
it.
believe that. We got a lot of people playing dead right now. I'm not sure if that's a good strategy or not, but it seems to be working. It is starting to get chaotic in the ring right now. I cannot even keep up with all the action. Double team!
Live from the 2022 Sleeper Dome in New York City, the Draft Order Slumber Rumble. I'm joined with my co-hosts Max the Animal and Tony No Dimes of BDGE. We will be hosting the Sleeper Bowl for y'all this year, and we will be participating in a little bit of a Royal Rumble here to decide our draft order. It's a 14-team league. We have the first man coming down the runway. It is the running back of the Atlanta Falcons, Tyler Allgeier. That's a big-bodied boy out of BYU. Tyler Allgeier, the running back for the Atlanta Falcons and future star, is waiting for the Rumble to begin, standing tall in the middle of the ring. And we have our next opponent, Max the Animal, coming in. We have two freak athletes, every bit of 5'10", 225, about to square off. And there comes the big boy.
He sprinted straight to the ring, and immediately he's getting...
That's realistic. That's exactly.
That's realistic.
Ultimate display of athleticism.
He goes aerial with it.
Some might say that would paralyze Tyler Allgeier. You are hopping around like a kangaroo in there. We have another entrance, Mr. Matthew Betz, who Animal thinks might be a favorite for this one.
I'm a little nervous about this now because I didn't expect him to come in so early.
Dr. Betz looking strong, but the fantasy footballers merch on there. He's just dancing in the corner, getting some exercise for now.
Smart strategy, trying to stay away and reserve health and stamina.
You've got to be pretty strong. I wonder if he injected himself with steroids prior to coming into the ring, because the way he picked up Max the Animal and threw him around like a rag doll is not something you see every day.
It's a little surprising. I was shocked myself.
How you feeling in there right now?
Tell you what, after the adrenaline wears off, it does get
Body
Oh wow! Here comes the sleeper match.
He looks like an alien. He looks like a villain out of Stranger Things.
Are we gonna go with the sleeper man?
Kane!
Kane has been thrown. Tyler Allgeier thrown out
with the 14th pick of the 2022 Sleeper Bowl. That's how this is going to work. In the order that you are eliminated from the ring, your draft pick will be revealed.
Sleeper man throwing haymakers at Max the Animal. And he throws him over the rope.
What are you doing?
Dude, that's not even me.
Embarrassing fucking representation of our brand.
You would have thought that the biggest, strongest guy in the company would have had the best chance.
Not the case here.
It didn't really work out for us.
We have a new contestant entering the ring.
A little more humility, maybe.
We got Cooterdoodle in the ring?
Cooterdoodle.
Going straight for Matthew Betz.
Say it with me. Cooterdoodle. Oh!
Sleeper man, not playing
watch your
around.
hands.
Yes, sleeper. Behave yourself.
Oof. Another wrestler entering the ring.
Scott Fish. This was a guy, I tell you what, this is a sleeper if I've ever seen one. Scott Fish is a respectable man, but do not let the respectableness...
He just came in there with dad strength. Look at that.
Been around this man in person, and he is every bit of the 6'7", 292 pounds listed in his bio.
Sleeper man going for another elimination.
Oh, she's on the edge.
Oh, and she fights out of it.
She hits him with a bitch slap.
Acrobatic.
Ooh! Violent uppercut.
Doc, can we get a head count? Can we get a check? A heartbeat check.
You think the doctor's in a weird position right here?
He took a Democratic oath. I feel like he needs to check up on his patients.
It's a Hippocratic oath.
Democratic, Republican-cratic, don't matter. Doc needs to check on him.
We got Mr. Snapback Kitchen, the chicken tendy god himself, entering the ring.
Tell you what.
He's collecting him to the face, and he's been taken to the ground. He's been put in a sharpshooter.
He's not looking too crispy right now.
No, not at all. Jack Settleman looking like Jack
Was that legal?
Boy. It is starting to get chaotic in the ring right now. I cannot even keep up with all the action. Double team!
JJ! He's in the ring. He's got a face of himself on his tank top. You don't get any more psychotic than that. And I tell you what, there's nothing more dangerous than a psychotic man in a Royal Rumble.
Scottfish baiting Jack Settleman now.
Uh-oh.
Let's go, Jack. Get him out of the ring.
Push him, Jack.
No way.
The protein from those chicken
No,
fingers.
he got him.
Oh, there
He
goes
got him.
Scott Fish. They
He
sunk
put him in the deep fryer.
He's drowning.
Put him in the deep end of the ocean.
There
Scott
we
Fish,
go.
come on now, buddy. Oh, boy, this is getting electric.
Oh, here we go. You need some style. Get Ray GQ in there.
There we go.
And there goes Matthew Betz.
Doctor never stood a chance.
Oh, is that a cutoff hoodie?
Oh, my goodness.
Gotta let
Representing
the gun shows out.
Destination Devi, he drops Cooterdoodle on her neck.
Jack Settleman just taking in the vibes from the crowd.
He's a big vibe guy from people that know
I think
him.
he's playing it smart right now. He's just kind of observing, seeing what's going on. Not really, now he's in the action.
Feels like he's trying to give out promo codes to the crowd. Order Snapback Kitchen, promo code Jack. Who is that just came in?
Dave has a sock on his right
Dave
hand.
Kluge.
Watch out for that sock, everybody. I have a feeling that could be going in someone's mouth. Just a theory.
You think he washed it beforehand?
Definitely not.
Love to hear it.
Someone just left the ring.
We have a new contestant coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Cooterdoodle is out of the ring. Josh Norris representing Underdog Fantasy.
Yeah.
He's a wholesome man. He also just did get engaged out in Paris, France, so I don't know where his mind is right now. Maybe he's ready to beat some ass. Maybe he's ready to get some ass. I don't know.
Some would say he's an underdog in this match.
I would agree with that statement in more ways than one. Looks like they're not. Ray GQ
No friends
showing
in the
his
Rumble.
athleticism.
See,
Jack Settleman going for another elimination.
this would be crazy because it's exactly how he put Scott Fish out. So I'm not sure what Jack has up his sleeve here.
Matt Kelley now entering the ring.
It's a greasy chicken.
He got another elimination.
Oh my God.
Ray GQ, I thought you were a college football player. Pathetic.
Yikes.
Got beat by the chicken tendy guy.
We've got Matt Kelley coming in fresh. All the energy, all the athleticism. Look at that. Oh!
Wow.
They double teamed him. Giving him-
Sleeper Man going for a Matt Kelley elimination.
Already? He's been in the ring for 4 seconds. His wife can't be too proud of that time.
Sleeper Man pushing and shoving. Will he get Matt Kelley?
No chance. He's going to come out. He's fresh. He's too.
And we got Pete
he's
Overzet
too
entering the
lively
ring.
and energetic
Got
to go
the
out like
mans.
this. There we go. See, he'll recover.
Peter Overzet, I tell you what, I wouldn't even consider him a sleeper. He might have been one of the favorites coming into this thing. He's just sitting there waving.
JJ's
Come
in
on.
trouble. JJ's in big trouble from Josh Norris.
Oh.
Will he be eliminated?
Jack and Pete have some personal beef I've heard on the outside of this ring, man. I don't want to get too into family mode.
Oh, and there goes Matt Kelley. Sleeper Man eventually does get him.
Sleeper Man finishes the job, and honestly, I thought Matt Kelley was going to last a little bit longer than that. We got a lot of people playing dead right now. I'm not sure if that's a good strategy or not, but it seems to be working.
And the last contestant, AJ Dillon, running back for the Green Bay Packers.
Defending champion.
Coming in the ring right away, just taunting everybody without even doing it.
Do we
Amazing.
have a sophomore slump out of AJ Dillon? Right now, it is pure fucking chaos in the Sleeper Dome.
Nothing but limbs flying all over the ring.
Slaps, chops. I've never seen anything
I
like
can't
it.
believe that Pete and Jack are still going at it over there. They're taking this personal. Like
And
it's a
there
1v1
goes Josh
matchup.
Norris.
Josh Norris is out. AJ Dillon just got eliminated.
No.
He's been in the ring for 5 seconds.
I mean, that's what happens when you come in and you just celebrate right away.
Yeah, that's what Aaron Jones just did to him. He's ready to do it to him again.
Sleeper Man is absolutely exhausted. He is not getting up. He does not look good.
He's taking a nap. Cheeks getting clapped. People getting slapped. JJ on the ring with his life on the line. What pick do you want, JJ? And how bad do you want it?
Oh,
Matt, he's out of here.
He's fucking gone. Now we have 4 remaining. The final 4 for picks 101, 2, 3, and 4. I don't know what that is, but
JJ is not happy. Look at him. He's screaming at the fans now. He's going after the fans.
he is in shock.
Can we
He
get
is
him out of here?
dead.
There's a problem. I mean, when you're fighting in flip-flops, that tends to happen.
Not proper attire. He just came to chill. He came, he said, Jackson there. We got vibes going on. Let me grab a margarita.
And Sleeper Man has
Oh.
another elimination.
Dave is out.
Dave with the 104. Sleeper Man's been in the ring for a long time. He's got to be exhausted.
Yeah. Well, Sleeper Man knows his strengths. He knows what he's doing.
If I were Pete and Jack, I would probably double team Sleeper Man.
He has been a menace to this Rumble. He needs to be eliminated.
What are you doing, Pete?
Pete going for the elimination. Settleman taking it.
Oh! Pete showing why those traps have been worked on so flawlessly.
The
over the last few
DDT
years.
by
Did
Snapback
anybody
Kitchen.
notice Jack just sat there and did absolutely nothing, just waited? That was
Great strategy.
Beautiful.
That was his strategy since the beginning of the Rumble.
The sharpshooter. There's no tapping in this one.
They're fighting to the
He
death.
is absolutely drained. I'm
You know
calling
what
it.
this reminds me of? What's that movie at the end? The fighter went.
Oh, Chicken Teddy!
He eliminates him and takes the fucking crown for the 2022 Slumber Rumble champion. Pete sitting pretty at the 101, Jack at the
flip-flops.
102. That's just a display of athleticism that you see once a year at the NFL Combine. Can't even think about
I mean,
football
that's
things
just
right
a
now.
classic fourth quarter comeback. You have a 2-minute drill. You're tired. You got no timeouts. And here comes the clothesline, the victory.
Throws the 4s up. He knows it's fourth quarter, and that just interjects Pete like I've never. That was what a
Wow.
showing.
It was electrifying.
It was electrifying. All right, well, that is all that we have for you here today for the 2022 Slumber Rumble, hosted by Sleeper. The Sleeper Bowl draft will be kicking off Tuesday night, August 16th on the Big Dogs Gotta Eat YouTube channel. So make sure you are following along. We will have the draft order on the screen or somewhere else. I don't know.
It'll be at the end here. You can see it. You're probably looking at it right now.
Join us Tuesday night, next Tuesday. We're going to have a good ass time. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for letting us host this sleeper. We love you and we love y'all.
And we are, like, I hope you guys enjoyed that Royal Rumble half as much as we enjoyed making that. I see a lot of you guys very confused in the comments section. So what we did for our draft order, it was an unbelievable performance by our editor, Ike, who put that together, and then a borderline flawless performance from Peter Overzet there, who jumped in the ring, annihilated, came away with the 101. So we wanted to have a little bit of fun with it. He walks away at the 101. You guys have the draft order, had it on the screen, and that's how we wanted to roll with it this year. The Royal Rumble in the Sleeper Dome, and we are back, and we are kicking off in a few minutes. First guest will be AJ Dillon, Green Bay Packers running back.
The champ himself.
The champ
Gotta
himself.
say it.
Put some respect on his name.
Yeah, acknowledge
I was
it.
waiting to introduce him to call him the champion.
My bad. I jumped the gun.
It's okay. It's okay. We're here. We're here as friends, competitors. You can jump in whenever you want, Animal. And y'all can jump in whenever you want. AJ Dillon has jumped in right now.
How are we
AJ,
doing?
How are you doing?
Here. The champ is here.
The champ is here. This guy comes in having never played fantasy football before and wipes the floor with 12, 13 other analysts. Does that make you feel cool? Does that make you feel nerdy? I mean, where does it swing?
Yeah, I mean, I should have my blue light glasses around here and pop those on. But definitely feel a little combination with nerdy and cool. Just all around, just better. That's it.
So what did you learn from one year to the next in terms of like fantasy football? Because I feel like I've played for so long and year over year, sometimes I get worse. It's like the harder I try, the worse I get. You got any tips for us?
Yeah, you just can't count yourself out too early. Really just got to get to that playoff push, and then hope you guys pan out at the end. I had Amon-Ra St. Brown played like a beast, especially later on in the year. So believe in those rookies, man. They'll come around.
Is it weird to like root for someone intra-division like that?
Nah, it's all love. Last year we had his brother EQ on our team, so it was like we were all kind of like we'd see his highlights and we'd like root for him, stuff like that. So it'd be cool. Just not when he's playing us.
I got a locker room question. I'd imagine like because fantasy people are so annoying and just like down your throats on Twitter, do you have to like hide the fact that you play like the Russell Westbrook meme when he's eating snacks at the end of the bench? Is that like you when you're like doing a fantasy draft? You don't want to let Aaron know or either of the Aarons know that you're playing fantasy, or are you like a traitor?
Yeah, no, I don't. I kind of keep it close. I feel like that might mess with the mojo, if I'm telling people, about the fantasy. So I keep it. That's kind of like my thing when I come into my man cave down here. Then I put my fantasy draft crown on, naturally being the champ, and get to business.
I feel you. We all got that nerd inside of us.
Yeah.
So we're about to kick off, and you're sitting there at the 106, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You had an okay performance in the Royal Rumble. I don't know if you got to watch that, but you came in and kind of got thrown right out of the ring. So
yeah, I saw that. My quads are a little small, but
we had to even it out. If we made them any bigger, you'd be able to just kick everybody right out of the ring.
Yeah, I need a lamp like that.
Yeah, I guess going off. I mean, you brought up the quads. We didn't even have to do it. I'm assuming they're a theme of most of your interviews. Do you have a random question? Do you have trouble riding like a bicycle with them quads?
So we have the I don't know what the brand sponsor is, but we have our bike ride here with the Packers every camp, and so we'll have local kids or kids that want to come out, and they'll have bikes out, and we'll drive them or ride them over to training camp. During the early part of training camp, I tried to get the smallest bike I could all the time. So I was riding like tricycles and like scooting across, or like my legs would be like out wide like this, and I'd have like my heels on it. So it was a challenge. But now we're in like week 3 camp. I went for the big bike with the big tires. But yeah, smaller bikes, it's hard to get the quads on there.
Okay, so if you ever have like a groin pull, we know it comes from spreading your legs on the bike.
I feel you. Are you still practicing crushing watermelons with them?
That was kind of one of those one-off things.
Okay. It's not something you like
I
continually
did it.
work on.
I thought it was going to be a challenge. Kind of like beating you guys, and
That's not a challenge.
Listen, this is like it was your first year in fantasy last year. It's our first year in the Sleeper Bowl this year. So, we replaced some squads, and now we're ready to roll. I think we're sitting pretty at the 13th pick. Have you done any prep for fantasy?
I've done a little prep. I got some people I'm hoping to pick up, and we're gonna see how it goes. I can't give you away too many secrets, but I did my research.
Man, we're gonna after this draft, I think what we're gonna do is just like rewatch your draft and take notes intra company. As like that's our film watch.
I think somebody should have a side team in a different like fantasy football league and just repeat every single draft pick I make, and like see how it pans out for their team.
Was last year's Sleeper Bowl the only fantasy draft that you competed in?
Yeah.
Wow. 1 for 1, huh?
That's 1 for 1. I'm batting 100 or batting 1,000.
It's pretty good. Let's try to crack that in half, boys.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let's see if we can do something about that.
All right. You think we kick this bad boy off?
Look
at the board.
I don't have that power, but
where's the drum roll? You guys got any effects over there?
We're trying our best. You could yell at Sleeper if we don't.
Sleeper.
Oh wow, quick one.
Hey guys, we gotta put the blame somewhere else. We don't want to hold ourselves accountable.
Quick pick though.
All right,
off
so
the board gone.
Wow.
Peter Overzet. Oh wow.
So Pete took CMAC 101 after talking on Twitter all day about how he was gonna go wide receiver early. Immediately lied.
Oh wow. Well, you know what to lock in. 100% going Taylor.
This is crazy because we talked about this before, and I said there's absolutely no chance Jonathan Taylor falls to you. And there he is.
Yeah, that was our game plan to take Jefferson.
Cup. JJ runs with Cup.
Wow.
Wow, you were quick. You're like, who's got the biggest thigh circumference on here? Let me hit the draft button on him.
Did you have that ready to go?
I had it ready to go. One of my guys went early, but I won't let you know who it is.
That's probably the best pick of the draft, one of my absolute favorites. So,
what's like the sentiment around Derrick Henry as a guy in the locker room? Are you guys always just like from the sideline? Are you like, damn, that's like the real Quadzilla over there? Some stuff that you'd rather not have caught on mic?
Absolutely not. There's only one Quadzilla.
That sounds like
you're talking to him right now.
Yeah, the way you said that sounded like a cry for help, AJ.
Is he at least in the quad squad?
The quad squad. Tristan Morris is in there. Rashawn Gary's making a big
push.
Yeah, but who's counting? Who's paying attention to the quads across the league for sure? We believe you.
Yeah, I everything has to go through me first, and then there's a lot of checks and balances that go into that.
I respect that. All right, so we've had Kupp, Henry, Jamar Chase, Diggs, Najee Harris, Devontae Adams. So we've had like a clean. Actually, we are outweighed 5 wide receivers through 10, 5 running backs through 10, and 5 wide receivers. Boys, we are almost on the board.
I'll tell you what, the guy that I was looking at, the guy who I wanted us to take in the first round, looks like he's still going to be there.
Zeke?
Yeah, we're not taking Zeke in the first round.
No.
You really wanted Zeke in the first.
Yeah, listen,
come on, Scott.
I have my reasons, but
AJ, so we're gonna make our pick, and then you're gonna grade our pick afterwards. Okay.
Oh, for the
I
was vocal about it, but this is for AJ's pick. 100%.
Guys, we're on the clock, by the way. We got 55 seconds.
I think this is an easy pick right here.
You think this is an easy pick?
I think it's easy. It's obvious.
Let the chopper sing.
I don't know who that's referring to.
AK.
He's selling out.
No.
What do you want? Guys, talk it out.
Joe Mixon.
You want Mixon?
I want Mixon in the first round.
He's gonna catch 35 passes this year.
How many touchdowns?
Screaming no.
Bruh. You want
Alvin Kamara?
Back me up, AJ.
Can we get a vote right now, team? There's 3 people here.
Oh man,
Mixon.
I'm getting outnumbered here.
Yeah, I want Alvin too.
Alvin and the big dogs.
Let's go. We've got a third. We're going Alvin. Schefter tweeted out yesterday that the likelihood of him getting suspended this year has gone lower and lower, and it's unlikely that he faces any disciplinary action on the 2022 calendar, which makes I feel good about it now because he's going to be the workhorse there in New Orleans, and I'm relatively confident in the team with Jameis under center, the offensive line. So what do we feel about Kamara versus Mixon, AJ?
I think it's really close. He got picked up right behind you guys at 14. So I feel like if you look at it like that, you know you're in the right boat with choosing between the both of them. I'll let Alvin know that you picked him tomorrow because we have joint practice. So
Hell
I'm sure,
yeah.
For sure. He's got to know.
We're gonna clip this and we're gonna send it to you.
Yeah,
and send it to him, and we don't expect a response, but we're gonna pretend.
I'm gonna let him know like how sure you guys were to pick him. I don't know if he'll like that. You guys went too back.
Listen, you felt the confidence in my voice over here.
You don't have to tell him about me.
There's a little shakiness over there.
I feel like the clip will speak for itself, right? Because obviously we're gonna.
Well, the beautiful part about being in the media industry is that we can edit it however we want to.
Exactly.
Just bleep my part out.
Yeah, we'll put some inspirational music behind it and everything. All right.
Crazy. I'm recording on this end.
Oh, we're back on the clock.
Mixon and Tyreek Hill. Best players available are Kelsey, Nick Chubb, CeeDee Lamb, Aaron Jones, Saquon. I kind of think we split the difference here and take CeeDee. It's a 3 wide receiver league.
I'm gonna veto that. I'm gonna say no.
I'm all about the running back life. I like the
too.
running backs. I say we take Chubb.
See, I don't want to take Chubb that early.
I
half
think
PPR. I think he's a safe play, but we're not looking for safe right now. Even though I
We're not
literally
looking
made
for
a video
safe, we
on
want
YouTube today.
we
Saquon.
talked about that dead zone. I don't want to get stuck in it.
Saquon's the upside, not safe pick there.
I'd rather take Saquon than Chubb.
I don't want Saquon at all. I just don't like that we have Alvin and Saquon. It's like we're just our first 2 picks are
Let's go.
very
Bash Brothers.
very risky.
We got 10 seconds.
I live for risk.
Well, we got 6 seconds.
All right,
Saquon?
do it. Saquon.
Saquon.
I'm going
Let's do it.
Saquon. Let's go, baby.
6
All right,
degrees of
Dylan.
Saquon.
You
How
ain't
about
the
them
biggest
quads?
quads anymore. Let's go. All right. Thoughts on Saquon? Saquon's got to bounce back, right? I mean, 2,000-yard year as a rookie. Some of the most impressive stats of all time for the first year in the league. And, he's suffered some injuries, but this just happens to NFL players, right? Please tell me I'm right.
I mean, Saquon's my guy, man. Second biggest quads in the league, skill position. So, you got to trust in the quads. You got to let them breathe. I think that's a good solid pick. I think you guys are definitely going all in.
You believe in the running back strategy, of course, right?
Of course, naturally.
All right. AJ, we want to thank you for your time, man. We know that it's got to be crazy for you in the middle of camp and preseason, but you had to come back to defend your crown. We plan to take it off of you, but we will wish you good luck on the parting words. Good luck to the rest of the preseason. Good luck with the NFL season, and we'll be chirping you on Twitter all year long, buddy.
Hey, sounds good, man. Appreciate you talking to you guys. Happy to be back. Planning on going 2 for 2, especially how the draft's looking right now.
Yeah.
Tricks up the sleeve.
1 round in.
I'll be here virtually picking away. So have a good one, guys.
All right, man. Thanks, dude.
Appreciate it. All right, you think he's going to go with another running back?
I think he has to.
I mean, who's got the biggest quads left on the board?
Ooh,
Nick Chubb still there?
Nick
Nick
Chubb's
Chubb,
stacked.
yeah. Those are thick quads for sure.
Zeke's pretty built too. All right, let's see the rest of the board here. So we took Kamara, then Tyler went Mixon, Hill on the turn. We went Saquon, CeeDee Lamb. I think we should have went. Scott Fish basically ripped the start that we wanted, that we talked about all morning. Swift and Lamb or
Thanks a lot, Scott.
Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones. We've got Kelsey, first tight end off the board. It's not premium, so I kind of hesitated against it. But we'll see how it turns out. Javonte, Nick Chubb, and I believe we are bringing on our next special guest, part of the hopeful Super Bowl Atlanta Falcons 2022 team.
Rise up.
Rise up, baby. Tyler Allgeier, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Sleeper Bowl. I see you in the cutoff. I see you looking good over there. How we doing, buddy?
Traps.
Yo, what up? What up? No, thanks for having me. Shoot.
Of course. This is your first time playing fantasy football?
Correct.
Damn, this is apparently not a very tough league to get started in, because AJ played for the first time last year, and like I said, wiped the floor with a bunch of so-called experts. So I think, I don't think there's anything that you should be nervous about. You already had your first 2 picks, Mixon and Tyreek Hill. Now, are you doing research for this draft, or are you just like, I know these guys are ballers. Let me grab them on my squad, and they're dudes I can root for.
Yeah, honestly, those are dudes they're all ballers, Tyreek and freaking Mixon. So hopefully, just get as much points as possible.
Yeah, I feel that, man.
Points are important. I always go for those guys. I was gonna say,
You go for the guys with points.
coming into this first timer, you're technically the favorite right now because
For real.
going back to last year with AJ winning it, this is your tournament to lose now. This is yours to lose, just so you know. No pressure.
No pressure, but oh,
So-
shoot.
So I got a kind of out of left field question for you, Tyler, man, because I was doing some research on you, man, and you did we're going with a food question here, right? You did a burger collab back at campus, right, with a restaurants near campus, and the proceeds went to the Huntsman Foundation for Cancer Research, right? And this burger included some wacky toppings, including fried egg, honey barbecue sauce, fried onion strings, bacon, mushrooms, and pepper jack cheese.
Nothing
all right?
you listed was wacky.
Sounds
by the way.
delicious.
That was
It was
Yeah,
just
that's
a,
amazing.
it was just a lot going on. I just don't know if one mouth can handle all 19 toppings right there. But I'm gonna list off a few burger toppings that are real. Like I did research. I went on the internet and I was like, give me some of the weirdest toppings that you could find. I just want you to give me a dub or an L,
All right.
whether or not that you would try a burger. You think it'd be good to have this topping on it. All right.
All right,
We'll
let's
go
hear
with
it.
3 of them. First one, I mean, this is probably an auto dub, but mac and cheese.
Dub.
Huge dub. I agree.
Oh yeah.
How about pineapple?
Hell no. L.
Hell no. All right. So yeah, let's throw the L's up for that.
Throw
one.
up
So you're
the
not
L
a.
for
Yeah,
I'll throw a dub
that's
for
fat
I
pineapple.
feel like if
Whoa.
you do it right,
Yeah, you could
a
definitely
little
do it.
barbecue sauce.
Have you had a
Big
burger with
pineapple ring.
pineapple
Yeah,
on
big
it?
pineapple ring. I love pineapple. It's
Long
delicious.
as I'm
That's the
pizza,
real
so it could
question
belong
though.
on a
Do you
burger.
like pineapple on pizza though? That's the real question.
Nah,
Yes.
Absolutely
100%.
not.
not up
Hell.
in here.
You can count me. Yeah, we're just gonna throw the L's up on that one. All right. The last one on this list for you. How about some variation of peanut butter? It could be peanut butter and jelly. It could be peanut butter and fried banana.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Sweet-
tried actually the place that made my burger, they actually had a burger that had peanut butter and jelly, and it's actually really good.
Damn. I
It's
could
actually really
Tomorrow.
smack tomorrow. I know what we're doing.
good. It might
Oh,
sound
smack-
crazy, but
Smack a couple donuts on the other side of it. Oh,
Now you're pushing it.
what do you mean? I'm pushing it.
Now
All
it's
right.
not
pushing
even a
it.
burger.
All right. So what's your go-to pregame meal? Your go-to postgame meal?
dang, pregame meal. Honestly, you got to get the carbs up. So probably like pasta, some fish, maybe a little steak here and there. But
You
then-
eating fish pregame?
I'm pretty sure it's good for you.
I mean, I believe it's good for you. I'm just wondering if the locker room's like, what's going on in here? Stanking up
Oh
in
no,
here.
hell no. No, it's been
Okay.
smooth. And then post game, see at BYU we always went to In-N-Out, so that was always
Nice.
that was always to go to.
In and out. Okay, we don't have in and outs over here. We're in New York right now, so we've got
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
everyone.
We
We
got
do,
Shake Shack though, so
we do have
Five Guys.
Shake Shack, a little bit
Five Guys.
overrated. Five
Guys.
Guys. You know what? He would like. You ever been to Five Guys?
I bet I have.
Okay, I was gonna
It's
say.
cool.
Yeah, they have like 95 toppings to choose from, so it kind of goes right down the path. I feel like that you're looking for in your burger.
No, that's facts.
All right, let's talk some NFL. Let's talk some fantasy. You got the board up right now?
Yes.
All right. How are you feeling about, let's say, how are you feeling about sleepers draft right now? They went double stack on the Indianapolis Colts. We got JT and Pittman, who I think their offense is probably going to run around. We got AJ Brown, Philadelphia. 3 ballers for sure. But from a fantasy perspective, I don't know how in tune you are with this, but how are you feeling about that squad?
Yeah, I'll say it's pretty good. I'll say it's pretty good for the most part.
It's hard to mess up the first few rounds.
No, I
Yeah,
know.
what's up?
Yeah, a lot of ballers for sure.
I was looking for you to
Yeah,
Going on us.
throw some
You-
disrespect on sleeper.
If you
yeah.
want, you could just be like, you know what? After looking at it again, it's kind of trash.
Yeah, you want to take it back?
yeah.
Guaranteed last.
Want to run that back one more time?
Yeah,
All
we can run it back. We can run it
All
back.
right.
Really looking at it, it's mid.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, there we
I
go.
think
That's
it's
better.
than the rest of the other teams, but it's cool.
All right, Tyler. On some real talk, I'm a Falcons fan, so I need to know how we're feeling about the roster, how we're feeling about the team. What do I have to be most excited about?
Dang, most excited. Honestly, they're like in the locker room right now. There's a lot of guys that we're all fighting for one thing, and that's to have a freaking great season. And like we're all striving for like the mentality, being the most physical, fast team. And I think this whole couple of weeks we've been in camp and all that. It's been really showing. So I think that's something to look forward to.
I'm looking forward to the season, man. I can't wait for the NFL to get back on track. So it's good to hear that you guys got high spirits. Rise. I'll be down in.
Are you gonna paint your chest with his name on it?
I
Got
needed,
it now.
I needed you. I'll come to the game with your. Well, yeah, with
I don't know if he even wants that, to be honest.
I need to be on the sideline though. You're gonna get me on the sideline. I'll paint my chest.
Hey man, I'll do what I can.
Oh, boys, we're on the clock right now.
Oh,
Give us a second, Tyler.
someone help us.
Tyler, who are you looking at so we know who to snipe?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Right.
we're gonna be all right because whoever, he's not gonna take anyone we
Let's
want.
not be too loud about ours.
I
Because
mean, we
I
as loud as we
want
want.
Yeah, you guys already took off Nick Chubb, so it's freaking.
Oh shit, we should definitely go with.
I'm kind of glad we took the 2 running backs now.
Yeah,
because
now
there's
you're,
nothing-
now you're glad.
I'm down with Terry or even.
I like
even,
Terry too.
Even Judy.
Yeah, no,
No.
I
would
mean?
do
That's not gonna
McLaurin
happen.
or Waddle.
I'll take Terry.
I'm down with Terry.
Terry.
What about Chris Godwin?
You can
No,
take
you,
Chris
you
Godwin.
stop that.
We're
No,
gonna
he's not gonna make it back.
we're gonna leave him for you for sure. All right, let's go with Terry, our first one.
Did you want Terry?
Too bad.
Because you can't have him.
All right, pressure's on. You're live on television right now, and you got to make 2 fantasy picks back to back. Look how pressured he looks.
Talk us through the process. What's going through your head right now?
Yeah.
How is he going to perform under pressure?
I would say,
All right, I respect
Okay.
it. That's one of my guys.
yeah, go with Montgomery.
Beginner's luck won last year, so got
Trust
a lot
your
of
gut.
shoes to fill.
Trust your beginners.
I think this is where you take Chicago's backup just in case. You know,
Honestly, you can never handcuff too early.
Also, the defenses are going to start flying off the board soon, so just keep that in mind.
Oh, that's true. Might have to go with
Do something crazy.
shock the world.
This is your moment.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Wow.
first QB
First
off
back.
the board.
I was wondering when it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, man. Josh is a baller.
I mean,
He's a
like-
winner in
I
fantasy.
feel like he's probably the QB1, so it's
He's got to be. He was last year. He'll do it again this year, most likely. All right, boys, we're back on the clock now.
There's someone on the board that I think we should go with. Some people might call it a reach. I call it a smash play.
If it's Antonio,
Jerry.
No,
Judy. I know what you're
it's
talking
another
about.
running back. We might have had a conversation with him not that long ago. I think we do it to him.
yeah.
I think we do it to him.
It's a little
I
early.
said it's
Wait,
a little-
Tyler, you think AJ was going to draft himself if we let him fall?
He's already got 2 running backs. He won't do that. He's trying to win.
Honestly, I wouldn't blame him. Shoot.
Yo, who we taking, Dillon or Waddle?
6,
Waddle.
5,
No.
4, 3.
Take a
I don't know.
Fuck it.
What do we do? What do we do?
Fuck it. We ball. We ball.
We
Let's
don't
go,
want
Tony.
him yet.
Tony, don't leave me hanging on national television.
We got him. We
So,
want him.
here's the thing.
I respect that.
This is a 14-team league.
You can't have too many running
This is a
backs.
14-team league, and he better show Alvin Kamara that video tomorrow. That's what it comes down to.
That's it. Our locker room.
You are
squads
representing
are
us
sexy.
whether you like it or not now, AJ.
Yeah.
You're part of the team.
Well, here's the thing. Now, if we both win, if AJ Dillon wins, we win. If we win, we win.
So, Tyler, why did you decide to go with David Montgomery over AJ Dillon?
Honestly,
Do we need to get both of you back on stream together and hash this beef
Yeah,
out?
I think you need to do some explaining here.
No, I think they're both dogs. But shoot, I think no Montgomery. He's a freaking hard runner. And he just does what he does. Especially Josh Allen. His offense is unreal as well. So
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous.
I
You
kind of
got-
like that Allen pick. I feel like quarterbacks, like, because it's a 1 quarterback league, people are going to kind of sleep on him. But like,
I mean, you can't go wrong taking the best player of your position. in
Yeah, no,
fantasy,
I know.
Which is why, Tyler, you got to attack kicker and defense next, my guy, for sure.
yeah, just get the best guys out of the way.
All right, we got to let you go. We know you're also crazy busy, so we want to thank you for hopping on the stream, talking a little bit of fantasy, talking some Falcons ball, talking some burgers. Nothing better. So thank you again. It was a pleasure. It was great meeting you, and we shall see y'all in the Twitter streets.
No, yes, sir. No, I appreciate you guys.
Later, Tyler.
See ya.
All
I
right,
see Judy went.
now we can start.
Cooterdoodle, great pick.
She's going straight wide receivers.
Not one running back.
Well, you know what it is. She's a believer. She believes what she believes, and she executes on what she believes, and therefore,
Unlike some people in this.
I feel like we might need to
there-
quote that.
therefore,
and
she's
tweet
an
it or something.
executor.
She believes what she believes, and therefore she believes it. Ray GQ, 3 running backs off the rip. Starts it off with Hollywood Brown. I like that pick. I think he's going to dominate the first 6 weeks of the season as D-Hop is sidelined. They got Christian Kirk gone. They got Chase Edmonds gone. Such a dub on Dillon. Purple Drank. I don't know if that's the person we're looking for to give us like the enthusiasm.
No, Purple Drank, that's
but
exactly the person I want to hear from.
hell yeah, we're picking like we're on Purple Drank.
I wish we had a live reaction of AJ Dillon while we drafted him. I want to know what he thinks.
See, here's the thing. Like, he probably is like, that's a great fucking pick. There's no way he's out like, that was bad value. Where's my fucking ADP?
No, I wanted to see him.
They're going to regret that.
Do you think he was mad?
I think we waited so long.
No, that he didn't get to draft himself.
Had to be. He's in the perfect zone to draft.
Did you see all the pictures on the wall behind him?
Of himself?
Yeah.
No.
He definitely
What do you
wants
mean
to
you didn't
draft
see that?
himself.
Was that real?
Yeah, you didn't see any of them.
I was focused. This is what you call conversational skills. You look at a man in his eyes. I was having a conversation with him.
You didn't look away for 1 second.
Not 1 second. I didn't
You
even
were
blink.
just
I didn't even
interlocking
blink
his
that whole
eyes
7-minute
the whole
conversation.
time.
No. All right.
Crazy.
We have a run of wide receivers. Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, Marquise Brown, Bateman, Davis, Brandon Cooks. And we have a new guest on the stream. Listen, we started off with 2.
Keep him waiting.
Yeah, honestly. Leave Jack in the gutter. We had 2 NFL players on, so we couldn't get someone who's more opposite.
Then we got the best NFL beat reporter. Come on,
the best
after.
NFL reporter breaking all the news. We have Jack Settleman of Snapback Sports. Was supposed to be in the office, told me that he had to work or something. I know he doesn't work, so
Let's go.
that was lie number 1.
And
What's
you
up,
just got
Jack?
Lamar. Was that you?
Look
you
at the
just drafted?
stack.
No.
No, look at
Oh,
this.
No,
that
no,
wasn't
no.
you. I thought that's why you're going crazy.
The boys in no, because I just completed this stack.
Chargers stack.
19 picks after ADP.
There you go. You finally took someone under the age of like 30. Congratulations, Jack.
This is redraft. I'm allowed to draft some consistent
lot of
beautiful
Chargers.
people.
We're always thinking longevity. It doesn't matter. I have one question for you. The chat's not going to understand, but what's Haley doing right now? She's sleeping?
She's over there. She's TikToking. She's got her headphones in. She's keeping quiet. I asked her to, I'm going on live television, that I needed some peace and quiet.
Yeah, tell her to throw us a
Pete
follow.
screwed me. Pete took McCaffrey at the 1. I was trying to play mind games with him. Then he went Higgins. He's playing for upside, but this is redraft 14-team league. I'm just saying, you got to have a little bit of base to make it.
So you thought Eckler over Jonathan Taylor was a base play?
Yes. I'll speak on that in a second. Hold on. Let me just lock in here. I'm back on the clock.
Concentrate. Just mute us.
Yeah, I feel
you're not like the guest.
Let me take my headphones off really quickly. I'm gonna go Waller. I feel good about this team. Balanced throughout. I'll pick up some wideouts later.
Dude, Waller in the 5th round in a 14-team league is a really, really nice spot. I actually, for the first time in this draft, I respect what you did there, Jack.
Yeah. So the Eckler over Taylor play is simple. I'm just, first of all, friends with Austin, so out of respect for the better.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we kind of just made a similar play.
Exactly.
We're friends with AJ Dillon on a text, a video sending basis, and we took him there out of respect.
You guys also saved me because I said I would take him 2 rounds ahead of ADP if I got 6 likes on a tweet back to the sleeper account, which I did. So I was going to have to take him at the 4 spot there, but that's not my fault. So I appreciate that. I'm going to win this pretty obviously here.
Yeah, question.
Eckler versus Taylor, you like Jonathan Taylor, he's not going to catch that many passes with Hines back this year.
There's just like nothing you can say. Like, I don't even know why you're trying to defend it. There's
Jack,
nothing you can say.
Can you see
I'm
the
not
screen
defending.
Here's what you get.
I'm letting you know why more
W for getting Jonathan Taylor.
He didn't get JT.
No, me.
Oh.
Me.
Do you
I'm very happy with this pick.
Yeah.
Hold that.
Do you
Jack.
think JT will be a top 3 running back this year?
Yes.
I think he probably rushes for 1,800 yards.
I don't think he will. Just
We're
because
your top 3.
No, just playing the odds of it. Like,
I hear what you're saying.
If you gave me top 3 or not top 3, my point is, I think there's like you're picking between some of the top guys that it's okay to say that they're going to throw a little more. He's not going to have one of the best running seasons of all time back to back. It's just the odds are unlikely. You can make similar arguments for Eckler. You could say McCaffrey's going to get hurt. I just think like if you gave me even odds that Taylor's going to be top 3 running back, I would say no. And that has nothing to do, like, he's fantastic and he could easily smash, but I like Austin.
the Chargers should be the top offense in the league, in my opinion. I think they should be the best offense. Them or the Bills. So I'm gonna stack my chips on that offense and see. Like, I don't see the Colts having a top offense. That's kind of my reasoning for this.
I feel like if you have to do this much explaining for the second pick overall in the draft, it's probably not that great.
L. Yeah. All right. I do like the rest of the team, though. I like the Chargers stack. They're an incredible offense. One of the better offensive lines now that they've developed through the years. Fast-paced, a lot of plays, a lot of passing. I respect what you did. I just disagree with the Eckler over Taylor sentiment. I just feel like he's literally the safest player in all of fantasy football this year. But we'll see how. Jack, have you ever won a fantasy league?
Why is Taylor safer than Najee Harris? Answer that for me.
It's a better O-line.
Much better offensive line, much better offense overall. He has breakaway plays where I think he gives you a 60-yard touchdown run every other week where Najee doesn't do that. So maybe
why is JT safer than Dalvin Cook?
Because Dalvin Cook has a shoulder injury that's like predictive, and they know that if he dislocates it each year, it goes up. It has like a 20% chance of re-injuring it. Thus, he's re-injured it every year.
All right.
I'm technically a doctor, Jack. I've been doing this long enough.
I respect that. Yeah, like Kavan said, it's like they always say, safety wins championships. I'm playing for a little bit of floor with upside. I mean, Eckler, it's not like Eckler can't smash. Like, what did he finish last year? RB2 or 3?
He was awesome.
Right.
It's just like 20 touchdowns is a tough number to repeat. I think they want to use a big body back.
Yeah.
And they want to have someone on the goal line. So Eckler's not just like taking pound after pound, head into the offensive line. Ooh, oh, we're on the clock right now, Jack. Just be be quiet.
So we're looking between Dalton Schultz and Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to take a Browns wide receiver, right?
Why?
I know that's a dumb question.
Let's go down the depth chart of their quarterback.
I don't care. He's going to get all the targets.
It's out of control. I mean, the wide receiver.
Those are the guys that everyone fades and they end up winning.
Are you going with Schultz over? Are you going Schultz then?
Amari Cooper is a league winner.
I would rather
he's going so friggin' low.
Oh, shit. What do you want to do, Tony? I go Schultz. He goes Cooper.
I'll take Schultz right now. I love Schultz.
Okay, let's grab Schultz then.
Fuck yeah.
All right, fine. Let's do it.
I love Schultz.
Say Jack. This is another player who's going to benefit from Gallup probably returning super late. Amari Cooper.
Oh, see, Tyler's
is gone. That's fine. Amari Cooper's gone. He's playing with Jacoby Brissett, but there's a ton of targets available in this offense for Dallas. And Dalton Schultz was literally like the tight end 3 last year. So he showed us what he could do. I think this is another team like Jack brought up with the Chargers, very fast paced. They throw the ball a lot, high scoring offense. Like
they should be behind a bunch too, potentially this year. That's kind of the counter, I guess, a little bit to maybe the Bills or the Chargers. Is like if those teams are going to crush other teams, maybe they're not throwing from like the Cowboys. They're probably not going to blow out a lot of teams. They're going to be throwing a ton.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what they've done under Kellen Moore. When he's the OC, they just throw and they throw and they throw, and we need to get Blake on the clock here.
That's why I passed on Zeke. Like, I think there's a little bit of bearishness on Zeke, and everyone's praying for the Pollard breakout year. So
can someone mute Jack while we
bearishness on Zeke?
Sorry.
Right, is DeAndre Hopkins
Tyler Allgeier even look at snap counts during the preseason? That Antonio Gibson pick? Who do you want to go with?
Is D-Hop suspended for 8 games or 6?
6 games.
6 games?
We're not taking D-Hop.
No, we're not taking D-Hop. I want Hunter Renfrow or Devonta Smith.
That's just.
Who do you want?
Look who's there.
I would almost rather take a quarterback. Kyler?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to
take a quarterback.
You guys would.
Kyler.
I'm not taking a quarterback, please.
Kyler was the most efficient quarterback in the league until he got hurt.
Okay,
take Kyler Murray.
Who do you want to take?
Smith or Renfrow?
Smith.
Bro, I'm not taking Renfrow here.
Smith and Renfrow.
Smith.
We need wide receivers.
Overrule them or fire them, Nick.
Smith.
We got 1 wide receiver, a 3 wide receiver.
Got you, Jack. I got you, Jack.
Oh, hey, you guys can come.
We're not being on live television taking Hunter Renfrow, who just had guys. I can't believe
just had a great season.
One season.
They just added Devontae Adams.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Jack.
You guys are going to say that. Yeah. What is your argument here?
He's going to catch a lot of balls and be good at football.
He's going to be a replaceable wide receiver 3 in fantasy. You can get that in the 10th round.
You get it right now.
You can get it right now in the 6th.
Ike, do your thing. Put the comments on the screen that say these 2 are idiots, and I'm their boss.
It's a 1 quarterback league. We could have undrafted a quarterback.
Could have drafted Jared Goff, and I would have been happy with that.
That's why you're not leading this team.
Would have been happy with Mitch.
That's why we're gonna come in 13th place.
You promise better than 14th. It's not bad.
Yeah,
Ramondre,
Jack got 14th.
thank you,
locked up.
Botsa soup. We actually got to kick Jack off, by the way.
Good.
Jack,
I thought I get 4 more minutes.
no, you're over. Yeah, that 4 was like you're over for 4 minutes.
Jack, I'll
already.
tell you what. If you can get here fast enough, I'll give you my mic. You can take my spot.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
get back to work.
You ain't dedicated.
Kick him out and put Pete in the stream. You could run him right away.
Unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, I was worried about following AJ Dillon and Tyler Allgeier, but following Jack feels so good. It's such a low bar to clear.
I mean, you coming on with a cutoff after Tyler Allgeier would have been a problem.
Well, I
Would
mean,
have been a brand
seriously,
problem.
I snuck in some pull-ups and some push-ups after seeing Tyler Allgeier there. The guy takes David Montgomery. I mean, like the high T from Tyler Allgeier had me spooked.
Well, let me ask you: were you just listening to that debacle here, where they wanted to take Hunter Renfrow over Kyler Murray?
I was watching the train wreck and I was loving every minute of it.
Who would you have taken there?
I mean, you can't take Hunter Renfrow on this large.
Why
of a
you
stage.
took Juju?
Thank you.
I like the
love
Kyler
Juju.
Murray pick. I think that was a nice pick for you guys.
I'm trying to solve a Rubik's cube that's fighting back against me right now with these two on the other side of the couch. It's outrageous.
No, I
we
mean,
have Ramondre, Drake, Damian, Trey Lance. Okay, Ray. Time's up, Podfather. What are you timing out? We're in the 7th round.
Oh no.
We're in the,
no.
What round are we in? 6th round.
Is he
Jesus.
coming on the stream later? Is he going to be there?
Yeah, he's on auto. What are you doing?
He got
This-
auto. Oh, he's back. He's back. He's
Matt,
back.
if you didn't have like child things going on over there, there's going to be an issue. What takes precedence over this?
So wait,
Clyde
Pete, you said you
Edwards-Helaire?
were doing push-ups before the stream?
Yeah, no, I was doing push-ups. Then I saw Jack come on and I stopped doing push-ups.
Because I was
wanna
telling
make
them
him feel bad?
before the show we should do. So we didn't do any push-ups, so we should have done some.
Damn.
See, Pete knows.
Well, we need to get dumbbells in the office.
Pete gets
It's a
it.
business expense.
Yeah.
Send me that
I get
Amazon link tomorrow.
Yeah, I get
Um,
it.
So yeah, I mean, you whipped Jack in the Royal Rumble. You know, you didn't want to come on here and show him up twice in a row.
I
Wait,
mean, that was Jack thought he was trying to say it was rigged. I think it was pretty definitive. And I will say, Animal, I heard you fudding me at the end of the commentary. You said I was gassed. Little did you know that I had stuff deep within the tank there to finish it off.
Yeah, you know what? I think you must have kept it in your flip-flops. I didn't know where it was. That's why I didn't see it.
Did you? Was that part of the character creation? You got to choose my footwear there?
Yeah, I did that because, the last time we hung out, we were in Miami, so I just went based off of that attire, basically.
Josh, this is for you, Pete. Yeah, Pete. We were able to recreate every ounce of everyone's body. Right? You don't want to know what was going on down there.
I wondered why
I
you
got
guys
weird
sent me
pictures
over.
on my phone.
You guys sent me a request to do a DEXA scan and send it to you guys, and I had no clue what that was about, but I definitely get it now.
Yeah, I don't see an issue with that request. Is there a problem?
Guys, am I allowed to take Traylon Burks here, or is he just never going to play this year?
He's not, but you should take him.
You should.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll
you
take
should
him.
definitely take him. I would love that.
I'll
for you.
take him. I'll fall on the bullet for everyone else.
Oh, Joe,
We appreciate you.
a fantastic 6th round quarterback pick there. Love that. Joey Burrow in the 6th, Kyler Murray in the 6th. Just two
I mean,
great fantasy players doing great fantasy.
That's
things.
basically the 7th. But yeah,
It's a 6-12. There's literally
it's a
a 6 before it.
6-14, my
Wait,
guy.
Pete, I thought you were starting all the
Ours
wide
is
receiver,
basically
man.
5th.
I did too, and I was really struggling with this. I put it out on Twitter. What pick would have the most bid equity for me? You guys took AJ Dillon. They're clearly pandering to the crowd. Did I mess it up just going down the straight and narrow with Christian McCaffrey one-on-one?
Well, what do you think of Jack going Eckler over Taylor?
I mean, this is such. I already roasted him for this on Twitter. He says he's friends with him. Everyone knows, right, that he used to work on the same fan-controlled football team with Austin Eckler and then jumped ship for the Knights of DGen football team. So I don't even know what kind of alliance.
What kind of
there
friendship is
there.
that?
Yeah.
I didn't know we had that narrative going.
Oh, it's an olive branch. He's acting like he's his guy. No, he abandoned him. He's a Judas to Austin Eckler, and this is the only way to repair their friendship.
It was an apology pick.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, bro, look, you see this? I drafted you over
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor."
Austin's going to leave him on red
Yeah.
multiple times over. Damn, he's a homie hopper. All right, let's see what else is going on in the draft here. Got Burrow and Burks, Christian Kirk, Zach Ertz, a lot of Arizona real estate. Alan Lazard, Russell Wilson, Kareem Hunt, and Joshua Norris is on the clock. I don't know. How you feeling about your old buddy Josh's team?
Well, can we talk about Josh's username here? Test Run 54. I mean, what's going on here, Josh?
Yeah, have you ever made content before, Josh?
I will say, I am a little upset. I did change my profile photo to my farmer photo, and it's not up here on the big screen. Can I get a refresh from corporate here? I would like my avatar updated.
Listen, we made you down to the inch in the Royal Rumble. That was like, as soon as we were done with that, we're like, we're done. We're not taking any more demands from Influencer 101.
I will say I've gotten a lot of 101s this summer to the point where it's become a bit, and then you guys giving me the 101 in this was not helping the optics.
Whoa.
For the right, we didn't give you shit.
Give is the wrong word, my guy.
Pete, you earned that. You earned every bit.
Sorry, I earned it. Yes.
Yeah.
There is no shadowy cabal giving me tons of influencer 101s. That's not actually happening.
That was real virtual blood and sweat. So
yeah.
All right, Pete. I got a couple things here. I got a list here of some things here that I'm going to ask you, just like 2 or 3 of them. I basically just want you to tell me if you want more or less of them, right?
Just in the world in general.
Yeah, in general,
Gotcha.
more or less. It's very simple.
Peace, world peace. Yes, more of.
Yeah, well, that won't be on the list
on the
here
clock right now. Do you want?
Oh, we're on the clock.
Yeah, talk it out. This
you
is
guys
the
don't
best
let
part of
me
the
pick
show.
anyway, so don't worry about
Do
it.
you want more or less of animal giving analysis on who we should take?
I want way more of it.
All right, Pete, you tell me more or less. Ready?
Animal, we're on the fucking clock.
You're
buddy.
worried about it. Like, you're not going to let me pick anyway.
That's fair. Good point.
I'm talking to Pete.
Tony.
We're having a good time.
I kind of like Claypool.
All right, Pete, more or less. Fullback touchdowns.
Claypool or Lockett?
More. I mean, the Kyle Juszczyk era of the NFL is what we need to go back to.
I think all 3 of
Wow.
them get supported.
Surprising from a fantasy guy, but you're not the typical fantasy guy, so I get it.
Thank you.
All right.
Keep going, Animal. Let's speed this speed round up.
Visors on helmets.
Visors on helmets is very cool. I mean, I don't know what half the players in the league look like. Might as well obscure them further.
Gotcha. What about visors on coaches?
Visors on coaches, yes. I mean, these guys, unless you're Dan Campbell, who works out all the time, visors on the rest of them.
All right, and last one. Shovel passes.
Shovel passes are cool. I feel like everything in fashion, in trends is cyclical. I think shovel passes need to come back.
Wow. All right, so there you have it, everybody. That's more or less what Peter Overzet. What a segment.
Animal, we're gonna let you take this pick all by yourself.
This is big. Who did we just take?
Well, not all by himself.
We just took Tyler Lockett.
I know.
And you're
terrible.
worried about me
Terrible.
messing up a pick.
He wanted Claypool or Lockett. We had no choice.
You would have rather had Claypool, yeah?
No, I would have rather had Tyler Boyd at that point.
We're all over the map.
All right,
Yeah, we
Tyler
are.
Allgeier, Gibson, Pat Fry. Yeah, I mean, we have no cohesiveness. This is what happens when 4 people are screaming at each other on a stream. Pete's over here chirping about being an influencer, and there's nothing. We have nothing for us.
Just tell me when I need to leave, because I will make a much more graceful exit than Jack. I know when I've overstayed my welcome.
No,
You've already overstayed your welcome.
Okay, clearly that I do not know.
No, hold up. Just give us a second. We're about to be on the clock. You know who we're taking now?
I think we're going to have to take a wide receiver. Which one? I don't know.
Yes, one you were currently scrolling. No, you passed them.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy? Kadarius Toney?
100%.
Hell yeah.
100%.
I love that.
Dude, if we don't go all in on
We're taking all these guys at like a crazy like possible upside, so why not?
if we don't go all in on the New York Giants, we're not doing this correct.
Yeah.
It's not. That's how you fantasy football. Yeah,
I
we're
can't
taking-
tell if you guys are fucking with me.
No. I really like Tony.
All right.
I do
Tony's
too.
a baller. And
All right, yeah, I'm just not used to you guys agreeing.
for
So,
the 3 or 4 games he's on the field this year, we're gonna get at least 3 or 4 wins this year.
Pete, what'd you think?
Honestly, like I thought you guys would have a worse draft, honestly, and I'm kind of trying to cope with the fact that it's halfway decent.
That's ridiculous.
Well, you better stay coping, buddy, because it's only going to get better.
Yeah, why don't you go cope in the corner over there, because we gotta kick you off.
All right, guys. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you all. Thank you for gracing me with the 101 pick. Much appreciated.
You're always a dub in our
You're always
books,
done,
Pete.
Pete.
Dubs up.
I gotta
See you
throw an
guys.
L because this got too weird too quick. Hey, Ike, do your job. Kick him out.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, okay. Now we can focus. You know, everyone's in the chat yelling about how we can't draft a team. You try yelling between 4 people, broadcasting live on television, and then have an animal tell me to draft Hunter Renfrow in the 7th round.
Where did Hunter Renfrow actually end up going, by the way?
We got him.
Oh, yeah. See, these guys are right here stealing all my data.
Or your data.
How come
think
you?
we
How
got-
are you
we
not
got
going to
like-
bring that up? How are you going to be
It
sitting
was
here on the
in
couch?
the middle. Everywhere there was yelling going on. I
You're
just
just
had to get
sitting
my
there,
pick in. I was
going,
running down on the
mhm.
clock.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That guy's a sharp. That's right. All right. I will take Hunter Renfrow.
We gotta let Scott.
Yeah,
fishing,
I was just listening.
All right.
Animal.
You know what I think we might
Let him
need?
in.
You know what we might need next pick? We might need a huddle cam.
A little bit.
We need to turn things around.
Yeah.
All right.
When we get to halftime, we need a pep talk.
All right, Scott.
Scott
Whoa.
Fish.
What's going on, guys?
Looking like the Terminator.
Coming live from the woods in the back of his house.
I mean, yeah, I don't need the glasses. It's a little dark out here now. Man, I'm gonna come in hot here. I saw AJ Dillon talking about having Amon-Ra St. Brown and win it all. I started that league last year 10-0, and I dropped Amon-Ra St. Brown right before he blew up, and AJ Dillon took him from me and beat me in the playoffs. So pissed about that still.
10-0. That's a strong start.
Did AJ ever thank you?
No, but you know what? I'm happy for him that he got something to talk about with EQ and watch the highlights and stuff. That's nice, I guess.
Well, we're really tight with him now, so we'll let him know. Maybe he'll reach out to you and send you a nice apology or a thank you. I mean, a nice thank you.
Nah, it's cool. I'm glad he got his win, and I'm coming for it this year, though.
All right, so yeah, Scott, you're a two-timer in the league right now. Your team, I hated having you before us, man, because we wanted Swift in the first. We were debating CeeDee Lamb on the way back, but I think you've pieced together like a really, really solid squad. I'm assuming you feel the same.
I don't feel it's as good as last year's, but for this format and 14
all right.
teams,
I mean, Scott, it was 10-0. Relax, buddy.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure my running backs were solid and kind of get those sucked up in a 14-teamer real quick and a half PPR. I like it so far. I actually wanted Barkley in the second round. So I think we kind of split the difference.
Yeah, apparently we've made one good pick in this draft, so I'm happy with that. How's speaking of other fantasy leagues, how's everything cooled down with the Scott Fish Bowl? I imagine it's crazy when the draft starts off, and then it gets crazy for like a week or so afterwards with people asking you questions. Are you you're settled in? Everything's good to go?
Yeah, it's all good. All the drafts have drafted. All the satellites have drafted. Yeah, everything's good. We're ready to start the season here. Yeah, it's all good. We raised a lot of money for kids and stuff. It's very cool.
Awesome. Always. Is there a specific website set up now? I feel like I looked for it and your sentiment was kind of just like pick a spot to donate to.
Yeah, not this time of year. We do all the fundraising and stuff right during draft week, basically. And then after that, I'm like, I don't care who you donate to. Just find a charity, do some good out there with this hobby.
All right, awesome. And the Sleeper Bowl itself, Lucas, you could speak a little bit more about like the prize for the winner, and what's going on with it.
Yeah, so it is up for donated to the charity of your choice. And last year, not only did AJ Dillon win the duel with me, he also won it flat out, period. And that was $25K to Bell and Health last year.
$25K.
Nice.
Pretty absurd. Beginner's luck. So hopefully Tyler Allgeier, he's got it this year. But I mean, I'm still going for that dub, going for that championship.
You lost in the championship?
No, I did not make the championship. I did make the playoffs, but can't always win.
Yeah, it'd be kind of sad if you were representing Sleeper and didn't make. You could always manually push yourself in.
Yeah, the duel was actually for me and AJ Dillon. We're gonna play an hour of Warzone if I beat him. I think he just really didn't want to play Warzone with me.
Yeah, probably not. He's like, I'm done playing these fucking nerdy videos.
He was like, I'm just gonna win it all, win the money, everything.
Respect, man. He came, he saw, he conquered, and he's ready to do it again this year. Scott, I got a random question. Without even looking at the draft board, right? You just see the 14 names on the board, the 14 contestants, league mates, and you can't say us. Who do you expect to come in last place in this league? And I'm going to repeat that rule again. You can't say us.
Or me.
Who's the one that's taken the least running backs? I always feel like in the half PPR and the 14-teamer, someone who goes really light on running backs has a little bit of trouble finding anything on waivers.
Probably guess Pete.
I don't see a lot of Pete's got two.
Wow.
Dave's got two. I think Josh has two, barring this. He's listening right now. He's like, fuck, I got to get a running back.
12-teamer, I don't mind it, but 14-teamer and the half PPR, man, it's a rough go. At least it was last year. I was trying to find anything to fill that second spot.
Wow. So you like our AJ Dillon pick then in the fourth?
Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? I mean, last year.
No, not a sure why not.
He went listening, by the way.
You know, I'm just watching the trajectory here. He went mid-7th last year. He went early 4th this year. What's he, 101 next year? Is that the path?
If Jack's picking, yeah.
I mean, 3 scores like a dozen touchdowns.
Are we? There's like a if we're not 101 next year, if Jack's 101, if AJ's 101, I would say more often than not he's gonna be up there. Interesting.
Nice.
Oh wait, what?
We're about to pick.
No, not yet.
Scared me. Oh, Scott's about to pick. Okay, we
I'm
get
one
we get
away.
back to
By
back.
the way, Betz is giving me trouble. Both you and Betz on either side are giving me trouble. Oh,
yeah. Don't take our guy here.
You really want a Cole Kmet?
Yeah, that was going to be my pick. Last year, I found it really nice to have 2 tight ends and just flip between them week to week or throw one in the flex and not have to worry about one on waivers all year.
I remember listening to a podcast a while back with you on it, and you were talking about your love for tight ends. Is that a strategy that you typically like? I mean, Scott Fishbowl makes sense because it's like an extra half PPR for this and for first down, for looking at the quarterback, for doing this. So I get it. It makes sense. But you do that in like regular leagues too, half PPR?
I do. I don't want to have to worry about tight ends on waivers or late in drafts very often. So yeah, that does happen. I don't think I'm going to take one here. I'm having a little issue here, but I'm
Don't take. Guys,
we got to talk here.
I know.
Rondale Moore.
We know who we're going with.
Gonna reach a little there.
I kind of like that.
Reach a little for a guy I'll like for 6 weeks and then potentially drop after.
Yeah. And then when he only gets targets -6 yards behind the line of scrimmage, everyone on Twitter is going to complain.
We want Michael Carter.
Michael Carter?
I think after Michael Carter, there's a big drop off in running backs. I think after him, it's kind of done for.
I also feel like people are sleeping on Henderson. Just want to say that.
Dude, I actually really like Henderson.
Well, let's not keep throwing out names because we know
I would take Henderson over Carter, but I'm down if you guys both want Carter.
I would rather have
Carter. I say here's what we do. We take Carter and see if Tyler takes Henderson, see if he's listening.
Okay.
What if he takes himself?
See if he's snaking us here. He could take himself.
This is
always bet on yourself.
This is like the character judgment part of the draft right now. We'll know how good of a guy Tyler really is if he takes Darrell Henderson from us. I don't even want to speak on I feel like I have some inside analysis on.
I thought that was gonna be him. It's like, damn.
Hey,
boy. Always bet on yourself.
Spoke it into existence.
Love
Let's go.
that. Okay. So we're back on the clock.
I'm down for another running back.
I think we take Henderson here.
I fuck with that.
Unless we
want Dotson.
Nah.
Sorry. I thought we were
Yeah,
good.
that's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Over there, I'm seeing birds.
Scott, did you want him?
Yeah, he was on my short list, but I just can't grab another running back right now. I got to look at a different position.
So Henderson, this is going to be a committee in LA.
Yeah,
and our boy LQ was out at Rams camp, and he was telling us that 2 weeks ago. There was no chirp about it, no chat. Everyone's like acres. Then he's like, dude, I watched a bunch of their training camp, and it's like split 50-50 on the first team reps.
I mean, it makes sense. Akers coming off a big injury. They're not going to just want to throw him in their bell cow right away.
Yeah.
Especially on a team that is good, has a lot of talent, could possibly compete for another Super Bowl. So why not, use all your pieces?
We're getting a lot of really positive feedback in the comment section. Scott, I hate to rip you off the stream because you're
no, you're good.
You're like the best person of all time.
No.
We appreciate everyone around the industry appreciates what you do every single year with the Scott Fishbowl and the and the money that you raise for the charity. That's just not nice, Brendan. Let's keep those comments to yourself, please. But thank you for your time, man. We really, really appreciate it. And we'll like everybody else be seeing you in the Twitter streets.
Nice pick, by the way. I like Nico.
Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have taken him the last round. I like him more than Rondale. So, but yeah, you guys have a great night. Thanks for having me on.
Go inside, Scott, please.
Getting late.
Sheesh.
Oh no.
Right.
Oh shit. Hold on. I gotta ask my crew for the pick. Hold on real quick.
All right, relax.
Hold on.
No.
What we doing? Baby?
What do you got? A headset in? You got your team relaying you picks?
Nah, we got a process, baby. It's a group effort. You know what I'm saying? It's process
everywhere.
We got a process too. It's just really not good.
Yeah, it's cool. I throw someone out there and they say no, and then find someone else.
Okay, all right. I got the pick. Here we go. Let's get it, baby.
There we go. You took your boy Isaiah Spiller.
Yeah. On brand, right?
All right, DJ Chark. I like that. He should have a ton of opportunity with Detroit early on. I'm interested to see if you throw a little Jameson in your cup at the end.
We can do that, man. We can do that. How y'all doing? BDGE, baby. What's going down?
Yeah, Ray. I guess first question.
We got to bring it up.
Yeah,
oh, shit.
Tony, do the honors. Oh, shit, you thought that shit was going to go
we talk
untapped?
About it a lot at this point, but what happened, man? I mean, you were set to play in a game in Canton, right?
Hey, man.
Tell the people your side of the story before we paint you a bad picture.
No, listen, man. This is what happened, man. I'm 35. I'll be 36 in a couple of weeks.
So you're in your prime.
I mean, well, that's what I thought, Nick. I thought I was in my prime.
Listen, content creators age apex is about 35.
Listen. I get out there. I got all kind of wristbands and shit on, bandana. I'm talking shit. I'm talking to Jay Rich. He's got the camera. I'm like, baby, it's like riding a bike. Literally said this like 15 minutes before. It's like riding a bike. I'm talking. We had this whole video plan lined up, baby. Get out there, run a 5-yard out route, turn around. I said, damn, man, somebody kicked me in the back of the leg, bro. What's going on? Flag football? Like, what are y'all doing? Jay Rich said, hey, look at this. Shows me the video. Nobody around me, bro. I knew it. That moment, the Achilles was gone. The team has already waived me. I'm droppable in all formats. GQ is hanging it up. Y'all will never hear me talk shit about anything athletically ever again because it's over, baby. I'm done. I'm done.
The only thing that could guard you was your Achilles.
It took
you were
me
unguardable.
Out. It took me out, dog. It took me out. But I gotta be. But anybody that saw me, wasn't a tear. I didn't scream like some of these other pussies out here. You know what I'm saying? It happened. I got up, walked up the Hall of Fame stairs, walked to the car, didn't shed a tear, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you said that injury.
Yeah. Look
a place for it to happen, though. I mean,
Animal, look at this. Look what they gave me, man. Look at this shit, Animal.
What do you got? We can see it in there in like 10 seconds. Oh, the bike?
A scooter, man, with a basket.
Is that the one you put your knee on?
Yeah, with a basket in front, man. You put my goodies in there,
Dude, that's like how I get around New York City. That whole thing.
You gotta pimp that ride out. You gotta spice that thing up for a little bit. Give it a paint job, maybe. Yeah,
the kids. They got some Sonic the Hedgehog stickers they're gonna put on there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will say you did look super fly in the Twitter photo before the incident happened.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
So so you got right back out into the content creation, man. I was gonna say, like, Acres blew us away coming back in 6 months. You're out here 6 minutes later. I'm hitting the fucking record button on the video camera.
I mean, we're trying to keep up with y'all, man. It's a tough job. So
impossible.
Exactly. The first thing I thought when I'm sitting in the AR is BDGE. I know they're grinding right now. While I'm in here getting this Achilles repaired, they're grinding. So I couldn't take a day off, man. I couldn't do it.
Can't afford to not record.
I think I love that. I think someone's gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to get a team Achilles torn or something to see how strong we bounce bike.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll have a competition who recovers the fastest.
First kicker off the board. AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon.
Yes,
you love that. And Tyler Allgeier is gonna jump on his back here. He's like, okay, now's the time.
There's a kicker run going.
Kicker run. All right, we got Jay Tuck. Who do we have rip off the board? I really like that pick, Isaiah McKenzie from JJ. Going to be the starting slot guy in Buffalo. It should be a super valuable position there.
Yo, Ray, I got a question for you. You said that your boy Jay Rich was there to like record you running routes or just the moment. And that was the first time that you met him?
Yeah, man. That's the first time. Known him for about 3 years, man. 3.5 years. That was the first time we met, man. That's the first time we met.
That's crazy that you can do so much content with someone that you've never actually met in person.
Sentimental shit. I almost cried more than you cried when you tore your Achilles, man. That must have been cool though. Let's look at the board. Let's talk a little fantasy here, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, so we're looking at the board. Point out a few of your favorite picks, because I'm seeing the Podfather run the Pacheco train. I saw him do something real ignorant on Twitter in a dynasty startup. I'm waiting for him to jump on the stream so I could, nail him about it. But after you make your pick, let's talk about some of your favorite picks thus far.
Yeah, and right now we're getting in dirty. We're getting in dirty territory, man. It's getting nasty. Let's take a shot here. Maybe I'll get a cheap stack somehow right here with this running back pick. So we're gonna go ahead and take old TDP right here. We're gonna add TDP with Trey Lance.
I like that. I like how you took Zeke. I'm a big Zeke believer this year, and everyone's been kind of ragging on me
because you wanted him at the 113.
I was just no, that's not what I said. I'm just saying I thought he was
not say literally.
I thought maybe
we
would have to take him in the second. I thought it was gonna be really heavy RB in the first round. It wasn't. But I'm a Zeke believer. I see you took Zeke. I'm assuming you're a Zeke believer too this year.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's gonna get the ball. Dallas is gonna get there. They're gonna get their money's worth out of Zeke. We're not talking dynasty. I don't need him 3 years from now. I just need Zeke to do what he's been doing for the past couple of years. Like, just do that, Zeke, and he's gonna get every opportunity in Dallas. No Amari Cooper, Jalen Tolbert. He's still a rookie, man. It's CeeDee Lamb, it's Dalton Schultz, it's Zeke and Tony Pollard. So I think he's going to return tremendous value this year, at least this year. Not talking dynasty long term.
Yeah, redraft. I think just the positional where he's going, it's beautiful.
Hell yeah.
What's your thought on Mike McCarthy as a head coach?
Oh, come on, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm a 49ers fan, so I remember the wild card game last year pretty well. He botched it, if I'm going to put it shortly.
Yeah, he's not good. Not good. I'm trying to be nice right now, but not good. Don't think highly of Mike McCarthy, baby.
Okay, never that.
Well, now we're on the board.
We're on the clock.
Okay, what are y'all doing? Y'all sniped me for Kyler Murray too.
We probably
That's not my fault, Ray. I didn't want him, Ray. I wanted you to have him.
We should have taken Renfro over there.
That caused a lot of controversy over here.
So Scott Fish was just talking about doubling up on tight end. Mike Gesicki is a guy I think could be pretty interesting.
I like Gesicki.
I think
a lot of.
I think Gesicki's not the guy. Yeah, the snap counts thus far are not pretty for him.
I mean, you guys can take him though.
No, we appreciate that.
I mean, in terms of wide receivers,
you on the couch, you part of our team.
We need a wide receiver.
We need wide receivers bad. Yeah, it's ugly, dude. I like borderline hate McCole Hardman, but not on a personal level. Just on a personal level.
I'll take him. I've been a McCole believer for years. He never delivered.
Yeah,
and
so
I'm off him this year.
Is this the year?
Let's do it.
Let's
this
go
could be the year.
All right. I mean, we got no idea what's going on in KC. Everyone can be like, everyone can talk about Juju, who's going 6 rounds earlier. Marquez Valdez-Scantling goes 5 rounds earlier. One of these guys I have a feeling they're all going to end up between like 700 and 900 yards, all be between 6 and 8 touchdowns. So give me the guy that's a little cheaper. I know a lot of people are real high. How you feeling about Juju this year, Ray? Are you all in like some of these weirdos on Twitter?
Bro.
Hey, I'm not going to say I'm all in, but I do have USC bias. I kind of like him, Nick. I kind of am I wrong here, Nick? Damn, man.
I mean, he just hasn't been good on a football field in like 3 or 4 years. And I just feel like his life has kind of gone towards the route of being more of a TikToker or celebrity.
Yes.
And it's hurt his work ethic. You know what I mean? Listen, you can't be creating content 24/7.
Yeah.
We're back on the clock.
Y'all awake? Yeah, we're awake, Jeff. Jeff Rogers. Don't come in here, Jeff Rogers.
What about Rogers, man?
Hear me out.
School picture ass.
Van Jefferson.
Love Van Jefferson.
Could be go to week 1.
I feel like he's hurt right now, though.
I mean, he definitely is a little hurt. But
he's got a chance to return for week 1.
Even if he misses the first couple weeks, he's a nice receiver and a good offense.
Tyquan Thornton.
What about Paris Campbell? He's the 2 in Indy.
About him?
He's the 2 in Indy.
He's been the 2 in Indy for 3 years.
No, he keeps getting hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
So Van Jefferson.
Tyquan Thornton.
I'm going to take Van because you guys wanted him, but I want it on the record. I absolutely despise that pick.
I wanted
Back me
Tyquan
up here,
Thornton.
Ray.
I couldn't even see him on the list.
Okay, that's not what I needed.
Thank you.
Okay.
Needed to hear that.
Okay.
All right, Ray. I know you can't be on here and like fake smiling anymore at these atrocious picks that we're making, so we're going to let you get off the stream. And I expect you to be making content immediately after you get off this content. Correct or incorrect?
Correct.
Amazing.
After I smoke.
You and Animal both. All right, dude. Thank you so much for the time, and I hope you feel better. Hope the recovery goes better than Cam Akers is, and we'll see you back on the field quickly.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Later, dude.
You're right.
See, Scott Fish knows what he's doing. He takes Paris Campbell immediately after we did.
Scott Fish is laughing at me.
Matt Kelley, the Pod Faja. How we doing?
We're live. We're in. I'm in the party here.
You're in the
computer.
Welcome. I love the setup, man. It looks so good. I feel like every time I get back on with you, it looks better and better. The backup lights are pretty. You know, your skin glistening and glowing. You don't look like you ever age. I know you've told me you're a moisturizer guy, and it shows.
Yeah. I'm in my 40s, fellas. It's hard to believe. I know.
Listen, I just told Ray that the content creator Apex was 35. We're going to move it up for you. You're like the Matt Forte. You're the exception to the rule. 42 for you.
I got started in my that's the exact age I got started. Getting behind the mic, guys.
How old?
35.
35, you said.
35.
That's why he started from the top.
I had never done it before.
Respect. It's never too late for all y'all people out there that want to be inspired. Look at Matt's story. 35 before he got behind a mic.
Never too late. Oh, we're gonna pick we're a pick away from me getting my guy.
Okay.
Yeah, we were trying to distract
We're a pick
you.
away from me getting my guy. I went Galladay over my guy, and I was like, I'm gonna regret this. And now it looks like I'm gonna get him.
Let's see it.
Ray knows what he's doing though. Ray sniped me on DJ Shark bad. That was a legit snipe.
Ray's a pretty good fantasy player.
Got him. We got him.
Uh-oh.
We got him.
Jameer.
We got our guy. Woo!
Hey, Matt.
Yes.
Matt, leave the audio effects to us, please.
We have none.
No, absolutely. You don't have a monopoly on audio effects. Get out of here.
We'll cut you from this stream so fast.
Cut me. Go
We'll
ahead.
cut you quicker than the Raiders are probably about to cut Zamir White, sir. That was a great pick.
Think about who's ahead of him on the depth chart. Okay,
Yeah,
the guy
it's
that was
nothing
playing
good.
in the Hall of Fame game. Come on.
So your strategy here, a lot of rookies.
Yeah, I was just looking.
I see Olave. I see Pacheco. Let's talk about Pacheco because this kid gets on the field ASAP with Mahomes in the first week of the preseason. And I saw you tweet something out a little bit sus. You know, you had a dynasty startup draft. You took Pacheco over Kareem Hunt in that dynasty startup draft.
Yes.
Feels a little bit dramatic, but I know you're a man of flair and dramatic, so I'd love to hear the explanation behind it.
I thought the big dogs would be all over this. I thought you guys were just getting it over with. We got to get it over with, guys.
I love the pick.
We got to get it over with Pacheco. You guys got to get it over with.
I'm a believer of get your guy, so you get your guy, then I believe it.
No. This is not a get my guy situation.
No.
Get my guy was Gainwell. Get my guy was Akuik Boonham. Get my guy was Tony Pollard. Get my guy was Rashad Bateman. It ain't Pacheco, fellas. Pacheco's just the guy, not my guy. He's the
everyone's guy.
He is the guy. He was in the worst offense in college football by leaps and bounds. He had nowhere to go. He was set up to fail, and yet he was the team captain for consecutive seasons. He stuck around that program when everyone else was ejecting. He couldn't put up any numbers. Then he went to the combine, and he was both incredibly strong and incredibly fast. And he looked the part, man. He was the only guy up there on the podium with sunglasses on, fielding questions. This guy thinks he's Adrian Peterson, before all the issues. He thinks he's Oklahoma Adrian Peterson. This is what he thinks he is. And now he's delivering in training camp. And if he breaks one run in preseason, he's like a 5th round pick in fantasy.
It's over. It's Amir Abdullah season all over again. Yeah,
it's not though. It's not Darwin Thompson. He's not Niall Davis. It's not Amir Abdullah. This is a real player. The NFL scouts get it wrong, guys. They got it wrong with Austin Eckler. They got it wrong with Aaron Jones. They get these things wrong, and this is the guy. This is this year's Elijah Mitchell. This is the one they got wrong.
Yeah,
I like the take.
Yeah, Pacheco's a player for sure, and everything out of camp has been wildly positive, and sometimes it's hard to cut the noise from what's real, what's not real. But something I like to say is like when there's smoke, there's fire, man. When you're hearing it from coaches, from GMs, from other players, and then he gets in there, right away with Mahomes makes a big play. It's like you got to start paying attention. You got to start drafting him over Kareem Hunt in dynasty startups, man.
You got to start drafting him, period. I'm talking about everywhere. We went in the 6th round in the FFPC main event league that happened today. He went 6th round in the main event. That's thousands of dollars of a buy-in.
Yeah, that feels a little dramatic, but
no, they know something.
These guys aren't idiots, man. They know that Clyde Edwards-Helaire can't play. He can't play, guys.
I know that.
He can't play. If he can't play and Ronald Jones is going to get cut, then what?
Pacheco season.
Matt, I got a question.
Run the Sims, bro.
You did something in this draft that no one else did, and I think you're probably going to be the only person that does it throughout the entire draft. And that was making an auto pick selection. What was going on there? You auto pick Tony Pollard.
Yeah, well, this is why I use your draft queue. I lost internet my internet glitched out, and I had Tony Pollard in the draft queue because I'm a professional.
Wow.
Your internet glitched out.
That's-
Was 2017. It's out of control.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You guys
professionals' internet
never
glitched
lose.
out,
You
but-
guys never. Your internet never glitches ever.
Not
in the
once.
We've never lost our internet ever, and we've never lost a fantasy football league together.
Wow. When
we've
should
never-
I go quarterback? Do you
never
guys tell
played
me
in
when to
one
go
together, but-
quarterback?
I love that you have just punted the
Yeah.
position.
We
and said,
took
"Screw it."
Kyler in the 6th.
Yeah, we didn't. I did not want to. I love your strategy right now.
Should I just keep pushing it? Should I just keep pushing it?
Dude, I would be happy with
Everybody
Jared
else
Goff
has
as
a
my quarterback.
quarterback.
Like,
Why
you're
would-
good.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, Derek Carr's still on the
Did you
board.
just say Jared Goff?
Yeah,
We're in, right?
I'm a
Oh
big
my
Goff
god,
guy.
I love Jared Goff. Wait, did I miss something? Chris Evans just went. Oh, sniped on Chris Evans. I had him in the queue. No, fellas,
Nah, damn.
fellas, what are we gonna do? I just lost Chris Evans. He was in the queue. Do I have to go quarterback because I'm panicking?
I feel like the queue should be deeper. No.
Oh well, I
Do
got on the
you
show
want
with you
to-
guys.
The
I got on
Chris
the
Evans
show with
queue.
you guys. What about like a Will Fuller or something?
Yeah, you should probably pick a guy who's on a team.
Oh no, this is a disaster. I guess we're just gonna go. Am I running out of time or something?
Oh yeah.
Is there a timer?
Yeah, you got no
Been
time.
a timer
Yeah.
since the beginning.
Usually in fantasy drafts, there's a time.
I don't know what to do. I just took a running back who's on a team who I know could be a guy behind a guy.
Good start.
You could be a
I
guy.
mean, what do you want me to do? I was panicked.
I mean, it's a 14-man league with and we're in the 13th round. I mean, there's no holds bar at this point.
I probably should get my quarterback. You guys, okay, let's talk about this because I have two quarterbacks I like. Carr and Cousins are the same guy pretty much. Who do you prefer? Carr or Cousins?
I'll
I know
take
it's
Cousins.
tricky.
I like Cousins too. I think, maybe the pass heaviness of Minnesota has been a little bit overemphasized, but I still think it's going to be a better offense overall. I do think it'll be a little more pass heavy than last year. I'm a little bit worried about Las Vegas's offensive line and Carr just living under pressure this year.
That's a great. That is, I love that. That is because I was looking for any reason to put one guy below the other. There is one glaring weakness in Las Vegas, and there's no glaring weakness in that Minnesota offense. That Minnesota offense is going to be dialed. You tell me Kirk Cousins is not an MVP candidate this year if they have a winning record.
I love Kirk Cousins. I'm all about Kirk and Carr. Those are two of my favorite quarterbacks this year, so I'm glad you brought them up.
Dude,
Yeah, I
Kirk,
mean, this is the reason why you can go zero quarterback, guys. If these are quarterbacks 13 and 14, or in this case, whatever it is, 15 and 16, whatever. I don't know. I'm the last one to get a quarterback, aren't I? And there's like no shot of anyone taking one at this
oh
point.
shit, we're on the clock.
Yeah.
Maybe
you
we'll
guys
do,
want to
wait,
draft a
I
quarterback.
like
any
kinda like
Before
Noah Fant.
You guys like Kirk Cousins?
I kind of want to go Kirk and Derek Carr here while we're at the turn.
If you
I was gonna
guys
say,
double
yeah.
tap Kirk and Carr, that would be epic. For entertainment purposes, I think you should do that.
Yeah, everyone knows we're only here for content. We're not actually trying to draft.
This is a
good team.
content thing. Please do that. That would be amazing. That would really devastate me.
Fant.
To be stuck with Tua would be not good.
Dude, we already have Tyler Lockett. That's like way too much
yeah,
invested
that's
in
too much.
Seattle
Yeah.
offense.
What about Alec Pierce?
I go Pierce. What about Zay Jones? I kind of like him in Jacksonville.
I feel like that's
What about
early,
Tyquan
but now
Thornton?
you-
Is
now
he
you
still
figure
there?
it
Yeah,
out.
let's get Tyquan if we can get to him. I don't know where he is.
248.
Woo!
You got him.
You just sat there and looked
I
at
didn't know
him.
I
Why
could
didn't you
draft him.
Tyquan
All right.
Thornton, we took the rookie out of New England. Absolute speedster burner. I think Mac Jones needs to pair his strong arm that he had in college with someone who could spread the ball downfield. Tyquan's that guy, and it makes me really happy that everyone on fantasy Twitter hated the pick that New England made, and that I feel like that's just like the nuts that tells you that he's going to be pretty good.
So what's up with the zero wide receiver strategy? Can you guys walk me through that? Briefly?
We can at another time in another call in another life, because you might be fading quarterback, but we have the original quarterback fader waiting online for us, Mr. JJ. So we've got to replace one pretty face with another.
Well, I appreciate the compliment, JJ. Tell JJ I got Pacheco, and so I snapped him on Pacheco. Tell him that he'll never get Pacheco in this league. It's impossible to get Pacheco now.
He hears you. Always coming in with the beef right away. We
Let
got a
him
three-way.
know that there's absolutely no way he's getting Pacheco.
It's okay.
This league, Pacheco is off limits to him. He's all mine forever in this league.
It's cool. You just want to be a little bit more like me. I get it. Getting on that Pacheco train.
All right, I gotta go. Bye, guys.
See you.
Bye,
Thank you.
Matthew. Hello, JJ. Give us a second. We're on the clock right now, and we're not good at this when we're not talking to anybody.
I
so
say we
just-
take another quarterback or a tight end.
I think Noah Fant is kind of the move.
Yeah.
I think after him, it drops off in tight end. And
Any
I mean,
any liking in Hayden Hurst with Joey Burrow?
I love
Hurst had
Hayden Hurst.
some good years in Atlanta.
I like Hayden Hurst.
Hurst or fan?
Are you serious?
Adam, I'll leave this up to you.
Fan, he's a former Bronco.
Okay, that's a terrible reason, but let's do it. All right, so we are spiraling further and further down our draft, and it's getting worse and worse.
What'd you think of that pick?
No, we currently have 2 Seattle pass catchers right now. Can we interest you in that, JJ?
No, I'm irritated because I was just waiting on tight end, thinking that people were going to be done with it for a little while, and then everyone started taking their second tight end. Right now, I'm rolling with Evan Ingram and Tyler Higbee because everyone was just like going nuts with their. I really wanted David Njoku as my tight end 1. By the way, guys, I just want to throw it out there. The Royal Rumble. You guys thought that I was psychotic for having a picture of myself in my shirt. This is how I roll all the time, man. This is yeah.
Okay, I respect that a lot. JJ, you're supposed to be the guy who drafts the quarterback late. I like the Russ pick though. He's such a good middle round QB this year. Matt was trying to put you to the test. He has not. There you go. I love this.
Yeah, wow.
There's a QB run when Matt was trying to get one.
Yeah.
He's freaking out. Wait, is Carr still available?
Carr is still available.
Ray, for the love of content, please take Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Then he'll actually be stuck with Tua, right?
No, he's still got Jared Goff. Jared Goff is still available. He said he'd be happy.
Oh,
with
yeah,
Goff.
he said he was.
Nothing would make me happier than a Derek Carr pick here.
So he will be happy regardless.
I think people are sleeping on Tua if you don't like him. I think he'd be good.
Broncos defense. That's a good
Boo.
pick. It's a good pick.
Great pick. I can't boo it.
They've got a really easy schedule up front. That's a dub pick.
And they're a really good defense.
All right, JJ, what's going on, man? How's your summer been? What have you been up to?
It's been good. It's been good. I just being a dad. It's been a lot of my life.
Hate to hear it.
Summer went to Disney as a dad. That was fun. I'm gonna go. I'm on the clock right now. I think I only have one more. Do we have to pick kickers and defenses? I'm assuming.
Would you rather pick a defense here or take your kid back to Disney?
Definitely take I love Disney, man. It was great.
You go to the LA or Florida one?
Florida. I went to Magic Kingdom. All right, I'm going with Ty Montgomery with this pick.
That's a pretty good pick. Ty Mont's going to get like an annoyingly high amount of play time this year.
He's going to get all the third down and all the passing work.
Hopefully, yeah. But yeah, man, things have been good. Just now not with FanDuel full time, doing my thing, late round fantasy football. It's been a good time.
Yeah, how's that? This is like how long you been into that for now? A year by yourself?
I started beginning of February, end of January. So it's been, this is my first like football season with it. It's been good though, man. I mean, I've been able to do sort of the content that I love to do.
What's been the biggest challenge for you as like an individual content creator now when you don't have a bunch of people kind of like helping out behind the scenes?
I'd say 2 things. One is people hitting you up with unsolicited advice all the time and like thinking that they know exactly what like they think that you're a moron essentially. Mm-hmm. And then it's more, it's the customer service stuff too. The customer service stuff is rough.
The worst.
Just cause like it's really simple stuff too. It's like I'm selling this PDF with the draft guide. It's like a 200-page draft guide. I poured my heart into it, like super in depth, like designed it, made it look great, all that kind of stuff. And sorry, I'm about to be on the clock. And there's people that are like I can't download it, and it's because they don't understand how like downloads work on their iPhone, stuff like that. It's just like I don't want to have to deal with this, but it could be a lot worse. I mean, that's my biggest complaint. So it's been going well.
Yeah, what you have to get is like templated responses. You got to figure out like the 6 problems that keep coming to you, write them in your notepad, and then control.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I gotta get an FAQ going on the website and stuff, just so I can just like point people to there anytime they have these questions and stuff. It's been good though, man. I mean, like everyone's so, like it's nice because I know that people who are paying and are part of my community and stuff like me for what I do. And so I'm not dealing with people who just like despise me as a human. And so it's just a lot easier. Like people are just more understandable and stuff. It's been great.
Yeah. I mean, they're following you. They're purchasing your products because they like you and they like what you've built up to that point. I think that's like one of the most important things too, is just having like human conversations with them via the email. And if you mess something up, you could be like, hey, my bad, dude. Like my first time making this tech product or whatever, like bear with me. They're always like really, really nice when you hit them with it.
It's been gregreat. Like, and like the feedback's been awesome. I mean, like I can't complain at all. It's been a really good decision at the end of the day. I still have my relationship with FanDuel and such. And, I'm glad to be on my own now.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. It's an inspiring story like everybody else that we bring up on here. It's cool to see different paths come up. Let's see. We got
It's also weird seeing you guys not talk about Ike's lunch. It's like the only time I see you guys these days is on TikTok.
It's insane. Yeah, our TikTok, the For You page. I made a meme the other day of like the baby drowning, where the mom's like holding up one baby, the one's like kind of struggling, and then there's one just drowning at the bottom. Yeah. And it was like the baby they're holding up was Ike's lunch. The middle one was like some trivia shit we do, and it's the one drowning is our fantasy content.
Yeah,
so
I know. I know. That's how it goes, man.
Yeah, it's taken its own like life form. But listen,
TikTok
we're not going to complain
care about fantasy content.
TikTok don't give a fuck about anything, man. Kind of respect.
No, I haven't. I go on there anonymously and just kind of browse. I haven't created content on there or anything.
Oh, so you're not giving us like likes and comments and stuff?
I mean, I'll give you a like, man. I'm hearting it and stuff.
We want more.
Be careful when you start making content on it. It could get addicting really fast. So
I know I don't want to start, honestly. Like I'm in a position where I just like feel very good about what's being created and like, you know, how things are going and stuff like that. And I understand like the urge to branch out more and do other things. I want to like continue to like double down on the stuff that I know that I'm good at and good at doing. But I also like, I mean, like I'm 34 now. I feel like I'm getting up there in age to do TikTok stuff and like,
bro,
I don't know, man.
I'm 32. I'm rocking TikTok.
Okay. Well, I'm coming after Matt Kelley talking about age. I think it's just top of mind right now.
Don't worry, 34. Mine is 10 years. You're basically 24. I'm 22. That's how I look at it. In today's world, in social media world, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, that's what you guys were with Ray. You guys were saying that peak content creators 35, right?
Yeah, well, we kept moving it up the ladder. Every time someone older came on, we'd be like, "No, that's the actual apex of content creator." So, however old you are, man, you could be 60, and that's the new age. It makes us.
That's
feel
true. I mean, Gary V would say if you're 90, you'd be fine, man.
As long as you tell your parents to fuck themselves, it doesn't matter what actual age you are. Exactly. All right, JJ, we've got to wrap up our time with you, unfortunately, but keep doing your thing, man. We'll always be supporting you from our side, and thank you for your time. Thank you for jumping on with us, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, fellas. Take care.
See you, Mr. JJ. All right.
Hey guys.
Cooterdoodle
there.
How's it going?
Welcome to the 16th round.
We're almost done.
Yeah, we actually need some very hard hitting analysis from you on your 16th round pick. So if it's any worse,
I actually have it locked and loaded, so we'll see if it makes it to me. But I have to say, I know it was controversial that you guys went Dillon in the 4th, but I liked it. I liked the pick.
Thank you.
We knew we'd get one.
To be honest with you, you're the only one we actually respect in this entire draft. So hearing your opinion on that was nice.
And of course, Scott took my defense. I was going to go for the Saints, man. Had to get the homer pick.
You from New Orleans?
Louisiana. Yeah, close enough.
I hear it.
It's going to be a good defense. It's going to be a good defense this year.
Scott's just all over everyone today. He's
So
just taking everyone's picks.
Cooter, we were doing what do you like people calling you, by the way? Cooterdoodle, Amanda?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all. Yeah. All right. I'm going to call you Amanda Cooterdoodle. All right. So we were actually doing a little prep for each person that was coming on the stream, and we were checking out your YouTube channel, and we saw you.
Oh, geez.
Playing. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Right. we saw you playing some Squid Game stuff on your YouTube channel. I don't know if that was like a computer game or some simulation.
It was just a game.
It was hilarious where you were like behind everybody and you were waiting for them to run up and get shot and then you got shot. But I have a question, like based on this league that we're in right now, who do you see surviving a Squid Games remake based on the 14 team members? And who do you think is getting ripped immediately?
Oh God, that's a deep dive. Who's going to survive it?
Leave nothing back. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to pick one.
I feel like just based on everything from last year, it's Scott Fish, man. He's sneaky. He's like, he's the guy that's just so nice, but I feel like he would definitely find a way to convince people to go first. You know what I mean? Politely, like Inception, make you believe that you want to try it first. So that way he stays safe.
I've done it before. You'll be okay. Don't worry. Trust me.
Incredible analysis. And if you want like low hanging fruit for who will lose, I mean, Ray's got a torn Achilles right now. So
right. Yeah. Just let him fall behind.
Sorry, ain't going anywhere with that scooter.
Complete red light. No green light for Ray.
Okay. So Cooter, you went with Dontrell Hilliard there, Tennessee. I think that's a pretty good pick because Hassan Haskins went like 3 or 4 rounds earlier. Something happens to Derrick Henry. I think is some sort of committee there. Who'd you take early on?
Nothing's happening to Derrick Henry. Please. No slander.
I do not typically ever go 0 RB, so this is an interesting draft for me in my first 4 picks, I'll be honest.
Says every 0 RB.
Well, I mean, I've just never done it before, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. The way it was falling to me, I don't hate it, but it's definitely, it feels icky. You know what I mean? Like it's not how I typically go.
Are you at all worried that you may have fallen into the RB dead zone?
Oh, for sure. For sure. But
it's a fear of mine.
My only thing is I'm comfy everywhere else. I got Kelsey. I'm good with Brady, good with my wide receiver. So I'm very comfy there. So if I have one position that I'm going to have to feel out, I'd rather that. But I do feel icky about it.
I mean, it's a 14-team league. I can't imagine there are many people that are feeling really good about their team besides us.
Yeah.
I feel amazing about what we have going on here, but it's tough, man. We don't usually draft in like 14-team leagues. This is the biggest league I've played in quite a while.
Also, I'm not going to use it as an excuse, but we are hosting a lot of stuff going on, you know, maybe here and there, a little pick slips are mine. We just, you know,
as long as you know, we're not using that as an excuse.
Yes. That's not an excuse.
The best though is hearing you guys fuss at each other and not know what to pick. And then you know that there's somebody that you sniped. Like they were like hearing you talk between two people because it happened to me once. And I'm like, just don't go for that dude. And you did it. So
it's a Kyler Murray pick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a draft wrap up right there.
Oh, is it over?
16
Peaches
rounds.
is over.
Peaches friggin' who do you get? Jeff Wilson. I mean,
Amanda, let's just look at Pete's team. Let's just have a whole segment about Pete's team here.
I was impressed with his start too. That was a shocker for me as well, knowing Pete.
So I'm a little bit concerned about his RB2 spot because Kenneth Walker, we just heard the news that he has a possible hernia injury where if
you
need
need
surgery,
those to run, I guess, right?
you probably need those to run. I'm only technically a doctor, so I'm not sure what the timeline is for it, but I'm a little concerned that he went with 9 wide receivers before.
I'm going to go ahead and on a hunch here and say that in the 13th round, he saw the tweet about Kenneth Walker and then said, oh shit, I'm just going to draft running backs for the rest of the draft now.
Straight through.
So you're trying to real life, like analyze his brain.
Yeah. Like that's what was going on. He saw the tweet and he was like, oh shit. And drafted
Looks like we had a couple people go no kicker, no defense just for the strat too.
It's a smart move at this point in the summer because you have a couple weeks to wait for like other injuries and other, depth chart hoppings to happen. So it's probably what we should have done.
Yeah.
Just another mistake in the many that we've made under.
I mean, I tapped out about halfway through, so I would have advised against that.
You never know. 14 teams, maybe it is good to secure it early. So
well, yeah, I think that's smart by you getting, Chuba, Samaje, Dontrell, because if just one of those guys tweaks their ankle, you might have a nice little RB2 for a couple of weeks there.
Yeah, we'll see. But this was fun though. This was fun.
Look at Pete, tread carefully. He's already throwing warning shots, ricochet at
Pete's
us.
already sending messages.
All right. Well, I don't know if is Dave coming on?
I would think so. I know he was ready to rock and roll earlier.
Amanda, I absolutely love you, but I was actually talking to the team behind us.
Oh, sorry. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Maybe she knows
him earlier, so I figured, yeah.
He'll be on it soon, I think. But let's see what else we got here. What other teams can we pick apart?
Well, I was going to do the age-old question of, without looking at the teams, looking at the people, the influencers in the draft, who do you think is taking home the last place?
Oh,
right,
that's
just
tough.
Yeah, who just you're just looking at right away. Who's taking last?
Brain of the bunch.
It's based on the Abbeys.
I don't even know. I like to look and see who did like stuff that was kind of oddball. So like Podfather, I don't think he hurt himself waiting on QB. I think he's fine.
Yeah.
I like to see what people kind of waited on.
I'm nervous for Josh's team.
Well, that's what I was just looking at. So let's see. Ertz. Yeah. It's not terrible. I mean,
I just don't like any of his running backs. I like Leonard Fournette.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Yeah, he's got
a sleeper team.
You said Ertz, and I was like, I can't correct her again.
Yeah,
It would.
Josh
way
does
too
not
disrespectful.
know how to set a name
correct me.
for sleeper somehow, but he's test run.
Oh, yeah. Fournette, CEH. Yeah. Yeah, that makes me. I'll say this much. I waited late on RB, and I don't think I'm much worse with my first two. Would you agree?
Can we highlight her?
Josh
team?
She's got Jacobs
and
and
Damian
Harris, who I am a fan of, but everyone hates on me for liking them. So
Yeah, I'm
not
gonna
sure if you're gonna like
plead
that.
the fifth on this one.
Yeah,
I'm out on those guys.
yeah, it's probably
To
not.
secure Judy, I mean, I feel comfy.
I also love him too, so I don't know if that's good for
Animal
you either.
absolutely loves your team.
I like a lot of guys on your team. Not
Hold up,
looking
we
good
got
for you.
I have a trade offer.
Oh my God. Before
No.
it just ends.
Not a player trade offer, like a team member trade offer. We're gonna give you Animal and he's going to manage your team with you, and we don't want anything in return.
We'll actually give you our 6th-round pick plus Animal.
Charity trade. I love it.
Do you accept?
All right.
Honor and remember.
Amanda, we've been yelled at by the team behind the scenes here. We are going to have to let you go.
Sounds good.
And I believe Josh Norris is coming up next. But thank you so much for your time.
All right, guys.
Amazing performance in the Rumble, by the way, too.
Thank you. See y'all later.
Bye.
Yo,
Josh Norris.
My guys.
How we doing?
Hey, what's up there? Test run 54.
I think that was does anyone want to like figure out how I came up with that? Because I think we all had like, usernames and screen names back in the day for AIM. That was not mine. Mine was Josh in 72 because I thought that was very, very cool.
Hilarious.
Animal, yours? What was yours?
My first screen name?
Yeah, your first screen name.
Like for AOL?
Everyone remember from me. Come on. Don't act like you don't know it.
I know you're bigger than that. Come
I was Claw 07.
See?
You were drinking White Claws back then?
Yeah, maybe all the way back
Ahead of his
then.
time. Love that. Mine was B-ball for life, 853.
What happened, dog?
I thought I was going to be the point guard for the Lakers, dude. I really did.
Still
Turns
time,
out
man.
for life was only for teenage years.
Yeah.
What's up, Josh? In the chat. Nice to see you. Guys, I love my team.
Let's look at your team.
Well, that's good for you.
I really think your team, like, if it really depends what happens with Clyde. If Clyde hits, your team's going to be a monster.
Yep. We took the simple strategy of taking good players on top 3 offenses. Jamar Chase to start, Leonard Fournette, Mike Williams, Gabriel Davis, Patrick Mahomes.
Guys,
not a bad start.
Write that strategy down. It's really good.
Write that down.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's good.
Imagine taking good players on good offenses. It's
Yeah, what made you think of that strategy?
Just how the board fell. We really were hoping for some bad players on bad teams to start, but we pivoted. We pivoted on over to this. No, there were a couple spots like we considered, obviously, because of the Mike Williams selection, taking Justin Herbert there in round 4 because we knew that Jack was going to take him because he had obviously already stacked Keenan Allen and Austin
like
Eckler.
cousins.
But when we got to that point, there was still Lamar Jackson on the board, Justin Herbert on the board, and just doing all these underdog drafts and seeing that Gabriel Davis was so far down this player list. I was like, guys, we were this close to taking DK Metcalf. And I scrolled down one more slot and saw Gabe Davis. And I just thought we had to take him.
That's got to be crazy for you because, the ADPs
So
between
different.
underdog and sleeper are very different. And by this time in the summer, it's drill. You probably know every ADP down to. Do you remember the first video we made Super Bowl weekend when we were guessing ADPs on the couch in LA?
We nailed it. Other than thinking CPAT was like a 4th round pick, we nailed it.
Not your finest moment.
Did you see, by the way, what I asked Tyler Allgeier in the chat, and he never responded. He left me on red. I asked if he was Team Zach or Team Dax because he played with both at BYU, and he never answered.
Did you really expect an answer from him, Josh?
Yeah, I thought we were about to break some news here on your stream. I was trying to help you guys out.
Well, don't worry. That would have been actually fantastic.
I would say we're not as tight with Tyler yet, but if you need us to hit up AJ for you, we're really tight with him, so we can do that for you.
I mean, I'm sure other people have said this as well. Maybe JJ showed his off. But if we're talking about girth size in terms of legs, thighs, hamstrings, I am second on the list after AJ Dillon in this draft, 100%.
I don't know. Animals got him.
Dude, I mean, like pound for pound though, I think
Josh
might
has
hold
got
it
good
down.
thighs. I've seen him in Miami.
Great thighs.
I was
might say.
looking.
Thank you. I don't wear shorts very often because I don't try to like blind people with my skin color. Okay, let's keep going down this draft board because you talked about ADPs and how underdog is quite different than this player list. I think when we got to our flex, we were deciding between Russell Gage and Julio Jones, and an underdog, they go 1 pick apart. And here we got them around apart, and loving that because I think we'll probably end up starting Russell Gage in week 1. And then, but if Julio Jones is the one who's out there in 2 wide receiver sets, if Julio Jones is the one seeing intermediate and downfield targets and looking like he's 27 years old all over again, we can just pivot on over to Julio Jones as our flex from there on out.
I'm going to be so pissed when Julio is really good.
I kind of like that strategy, using 2 spots for 1 spot.
Yeah, handcuffing your wide
I
receivers.
love that. Saying I like my team unprompted is usually not a good sign.
Hey, Smith, have you ever tried taking good players on good teams? Because that's what we do.
Yeah, if you do that, you'll like them.
Michael Gallup was also, we know he's going to miss some time. And again, we thought maybe where Russell Gage is playing without potentially Chris Godwin at 100% for the first few weeks and getting Julio Jones there, that if Michael Gallup comes back, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks in the season, then boom, he can be our flex, right?
He could be a player second half. Yeah.
Yeah. So we really tried to like Dr. Frankenstein that flex spot. Where we probably misevaluated this room was the 14 teams and how running back insurance and running back handcuffs were being selected in like round 10, dude.
Yeah.
And so we had no, like, what really pissed me off, and maybe we'll put out this video on our own, is Zamir White going 1 pick ahead of our David Njoku selection, because I would have felt much better of going Jamal Williams than Zamir White, but Matt Kelley took him just ahead of us.
He was really excited.
He was so happy about it too.
Damn it. I wanted him very badly.
That was his guy. Yeah, my favorite pick on your team is for sure Trey Sermon. Like Tony said, we weren't wrong. We were just early.
100%. Trey Sermon's the guy.
Dude. Okay, let's paint a picture. You ready? You remember last training camp, last preseason, they obviously put Raheem Mostert in bubble wrap because they knew the first time he touched the ball, he'd get injured, which turned out to be true. And Trey Sermon was running with the ones the entire time. Then, because of the change in preseason action, Trey Sermon sent to the nether realm in the 9 days behind practice when the media couldn't check them out, you know? And what if he has just escaped the doghouse? What if he has proved Kyle Shanahan wrong, like Brandon Ayuk has in the past and some others? And if he is the second back, because I really do think Eli Mitchell is the lead runner in that offense, but they're going to have multiple guys touch the ball. And I think Trey Sermon, as of this moment, is ahead of TDP and the others. That can change, obviously, but I like the value in comparison, again, to all the backup running backs and where they went.
Thoughts on that as a 49er fan?
Yeah, I mean, I agree that he's ahead of like Jeff Wilson and TDP at this moment. I even think there's I've said this before on our podcast. I think any slip up by Elijah Mitchell and his job is out of his hands. I don't think
they don't have long leashes in that locker room.
I actually think Trey Sermon is the one guy that Kyle Shanahan is kind of pushing for.
He wants a redemption story because it was also his guy. You know, he doesn't want to see like a 1-year wonder just like float out the door. He wants to be proven right.
Yeah, he's had a lot of those though, like with Dante Pettis, drafting him in the second.
Joe Williams.
Joe Williams. I love Joe Williams out of Utah. I was so high on Joe Williams. I was such a disappointment.
Now I don't feel so good that you really like Trey Sermon. And we had to take Chris Evans. Again, that's Hayden drafted with me, guys. And that is like a back-to-back pick for the brand of Chris Evans to Trey Sermon for us. We had to do it. Jamal Williams, I think, is a underrated, undervalued player at this moment. I don't think that backfield is going to be split anymore between 60-40 between the two. Agreed. Jamal Williams ain't going nowhere.
I think a lot of Lions players are kind of just going under the radar because of the fact that they're a Lion.
I love DJ Chark where he's going too. I'm with you.
It's incredible. Everyone loves all the Lions players,
which is hard knocks.
Which is why.
Well, we don't like Jared Goff, and I think that might be the answer.
Well, what's your problem?
We love Jared Goff here.
I love Jared Goff. Don't say that.
Oh, he's just a couple years removed from some monster seasons. In
you know
LA.
what? If he is going to succeed, it's in an offense like this where the offensive line is just like a top 5 or 7 unit, right?
He needs a line for sure.
He does.
That's what he had in LA. I mean, he had a great line. He had a good offensive scheme. Now, I mean, I don't know if Dan Campbell's the guy there compared to Sean McVay, but he's got a lot of pieces. When he's on the field, the guys around him are less than what the Rams had, but they're not that far off. They have a lot of really good pieces there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had an underrated year from Jared Goff. We got Nick Jones on the screen. I was at the 49ers practice last week. A lot of Jeff Wilson with the ones. We have heard a lot of chatter about Wilson being the second guy on the depth chart. It's just like, does anyone really feel like if Elijah Mitchell goes down, it's still not going to be? I mean, the short leash gets shorter for a guy like Jeff Wilson. It's like he'll get a lot of goal line run, but it's just we have no idea what's really going to happen there.
I think the most questionable pick we made was CEH. Now, to be fair, I think we need to separate the public belief of him of where we drafted him. Like when you keep in mind with the rest of the draft board, I believe we took him after Josh Jacobs, after Antonio Gibson, after I think that's Ramondre Stevenson, Damian Harris, and Tony Pollard. Like we got CEH at a discount, right? And this Ronald Jones situation in Kansas City, I thought that this could potentially turn into a James Conner, Chase Edmonds situation where CEH was playing the Chase Edmonds between the 20s role and Ronald Jones was playing the James Conner role inside the 20s. But that doesn't even seem to be a possibility right now. Maybe it happens. But ever since the second week of his rookie year, CEH has only had, I think, like 13 carries inside the 5-yard line. Nothing, right? No
bad.
high value touches.
We don't know what he is in that offense. Is he the pass catcher? Is he the goal line guy? Is he just like a little guy that goes out there and gets 4 yards? It's weird.
Right. But if Ronald Jones does get cut, who is going to be the inside the 5-yard line back for this team? Is it going to be Jarek McKinnon?
Isaiah Pacheco?
Is it going to be Isaiah Pacheco? It 100% could be. And what really intrigued me with this Chiefs offense, don't want to read too much into week 1 of the preseason, but like 4 or 5 of their first 6 plays, they were in 21 personnel with a fullback out there. They were in 12 personnel with 2 tight ends out there. We could see much more traditional looks with 2 wide receiver sets and a fullback for the running back to be following an offensive line that is, again, a top 5 unit in the league. And CEH might be the beneficiary of all that. So, but that's just a chance. Our team does get a lot weaker if he isn't good, but if he is good, man, we got him a huge discount.
You will definitely be the difference maker there.
You're the man with all the knowledge. So,
yeah, Josh, we got to get you out of here. I know it's past your bedtime. It's also past Dave's bedtime, who's, stayed up late for us. We want to grab him, get him into the chat, and let him talk shit about your team.
Cool. Guys, keep up the amazing content, by the way. Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
We love you.
See you guys.
Hey, Josh.
Dave.
What's up, fellas?
Thank you for watching this. Thank you for they're
waiting for you.
You've got 1 billion people right now waiting for you late night. This is better than we're not gonna say it, but Dave, how you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. What's with all this we talk? I hear like Ray G's got people in his ear, and Josh keeps talking about we. I thought we were drafting on our own here. I feel like I'm the only person without a team behind me.
Oh, that's why your team was drafted so poorly.
That's exactly why, because it was just me and Beer drafting this one. Yeah.
All right. So Justin Jefferson at the 4. You are. Do you have the top 3 guys? I feel like Eckler's after them, but give me like your rankings at 4. Who are you hoping to fall to you there?
I mean, I'm happy with Jefferson. Eckler kind of threw me for a wrench a little bit. I was hoping for McCaffrey, Taylor, Jefferson, Kupp in that order. So was expecting Kupp, but with Eckler going at 2, I was pretty happy to get Jefferson there. That's my wide receiver 1.
Dude, it's hard not to love Jefferson this year. It almost feels like with all the hype out of Minnesota's camp and their offense, like Jefferson could have a similar year to what Cooper Kupp did last year.
Don't say it. Damn it. You said it.
What do you mean?
That's just like everyone's saying that. Like, oh, Jefferson's going to be the new like Cooper Kupp, and I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
You don't see it in Jefferson.
I don't see it happening. I love Kirk Cousins. I love Justin Jefferson, but come on.
Where's the L?
All right, take us through the rest of the team here. Mark Andrews, end of the second round. I'm starting to love that more and more because we have some running back problems there in Baltimore. And for a while, I was like, you know what? They're just going to go back to me and run heavy, and it doesn't look like they're even going to have the option there.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy about Andrews. Like, he's not a guy that's way up in my rankings, but I felt like that was just a really good value sliding to the back end of the second round in a 14 team. I think my biggest misstep was taking Lamar Jackson. I thought with 14 teams, everyone was going to prioritize quarterback a little bit. So I really wanted to get one of those elite quarterbacks. And then everyone just kept waiting on QB. So realistically, I probably could have waited a round or 2 on Jackson, but I was happy to get that Jackson Andrews stack for sure.
Who got the best value pick at quarterback in the entire draft?
I mean, I heard you guys kind of giving him crap for it, but Derek Carr in the 14th round is ridiculous. And that's when I saw all those quarterbacks.
I set him up for the Kyler pick. Yeah.
It's not even close. That's who I was like targeting, and somehow we end up with Kyler.
I love the Kyler pick. I thought that was one of the best picks of the draft.
Thank you.
Stop it.
You don't have to be nice to us.
Stop
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest. I got a big tier fall off there. I'd have taken Kyler before Jalen Hurts. So that's where my elite tier falls off after Mahomes, Hurts, Kyler. So I think you did the right thing taking him there. I like that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I gotta say, your wide receivers look super strong and super not strong, but super with upside. You have so much upside with those wide receivers with Metcalf. I can't see it now because the screen is.
Is that us or is that?
Yeah, who's moving? What the hell's going on? Yeah. DK Metcalf, Devonta Smith. I love Alan Lazard this year. Is there a reason why you drafted him, or is just like the value there?
I mean, Alan Lazard was for the brand. I wrote an article back in March saying that you got to go out and get this guy in all your dynasty rosters, that he's going to smash his ADP. So might have taken him a little bit early there, but that was a 100% for the brand pick. What really shocked me, though, was seeing in the 9th and 10th round, AJ Dillon taking Aaron Rodgers and Romeo Dubes back to back. I'm trying not to read into that too much. Maybe he's a little bit biased because you see him in camp all the time, but no, we might be sleeping on Dubes if AJ Dillon himself is taking him that early.
Yeah. Wait, where did he take him?
Round 10.
Round 10. Okay. I mean, 14 teamer. It's just every ADP just goes out the door after like the 4th round.
Pretty much. Yeah. Especially when you're in a 14 teamer like this. Yeah.
Okay, if Dillon did it, I feel like I basically feel like we have a source now.
Yeah, he's there. He knows.
It's good enough for me.
We'll text him later and find out.
You have Nyheim Hines as your RB2.
I don't really have I wouldn't say Nyheim Hines is my RB2. It's more of an RB2 by committee. Nyheim Hines, Khalil Herbert, James Robinson, Darrell Williams, Donta Foreman. Just need one of those guys to hit and play alongside ETN.
All right, you feel good about that?
Not especially, but that's just the way the board kind of felt. And
ETN would make me a little bit nervous for sure.
I actually really do like Hines and Herbert as like late round picks, but that might be a little risky relying on them as much as you might have to.
It is, yeah. I definitely went receiver heavy here. But I just didn't really like any of the running backs that were available. Almost every time I was on the board, Miles Sanders, Rashad Penny, Pacheco. I was shocked to see him go there. I was thinking I might be able to get him a little bit later, but Garrett Wilson, just has so much upside. I took him as my wide receiver 5, but that way, if one of these guys doesn't pan out, let's say Metcalf just totally sucks in Seattle this year without Russ Wilson, or Devonta Smith just loses all of his target share to AJ Brown, whatever it may be. At least I got a little bit of a backup with my last wide receiver.
And Dave, you were in the league last year. How deep did you go?
I made it into the playoffs, and I gotta say, man, AJ Dillon, he was kind of playing it coy, like he wasn't really trying or anything like that. That dude was sending me trade offers on Sunday morning. Like warming up on the field, gets to the locker room, sends me a trade offer. That dude was grinding. He was playing waivers all season long. So he's definitely the dark horse to win it again this year.
That's hilarious. Yeah, this is an exciting league for us too, because we haven't played in a 14. We haven't played in a league together. We haven't played in a 14-teamer like this with these high-profile players. So it's cool to get a mix of everybody in here. I'm excited to see what happens in season. I'm excited to see the trash talk. I'm excited to see how this thing plays out. You got any projections for based on the board or just based on just personal beef you might have?
It was a pretty friendly league last year. There wasn't too much beef. I got to say, I really like Ray G, his team, though. I didn't think the running backs were going to fly off the board this quickly and get Najee, Javonte, and Zeke. I think that's a hell of a start. He set himself up pretty well there.
The freaking strategy I wanted to do.
Dude, you keep acting like we don't like Zeke. You wanted him at the 15th
I wanted
pick overall.
3 running backs. That's all I wanted. It was 3 running backs.
We got ourselves 3.
Those are the 3 I wanted.
We didn't have a chance of getting Zeke.
I'm going over to Ray's team.
We already traded you to Cooterdoodle.
Shit, that's right.
So let me ask you, if you guys were in my shoes, picking at 4, McCaffrey, Eckler, and Jonathan Taylor are off the board. Are you taking Jefferson there? You're going Derrick Henry, really?
I would have went with Jefferson with you for sure.
Yeah, we were actually going to take Jefferson, but then obviously Jonathan Taylor fell.
Derrick
Henry.
Henry.
I've been fading Derrick Henry for 2 years. This is finally the year that I'm going to be right.
What about Dalvin Cook? I think I personally would have went Cook at 4. You think that's too much of a reach?
Not at all. I mean, I love Dalvin Cook this year, especially with the 0.5 point per reception. And it's one of those, when you're playing in you want to play ADP a little bit, but you also got to look at it that, there's no chance that Dalvin Cook's making it back to you. So if you like him that much, why not just take him? Because he's not coming back to you in the second.
Yeah, he's my RB3 this year, so I have him pretty high. I just feel like I think Jefferson and Cook are probably going to produce around the same number of fantasy points per game. And it's just hard to feel like Cook's going to stay on the field for all 17. I don't know if that's the case for Jefferson, but I haven't been hurt yet. So I probably would have cracked the tie there with Jefferson.
Yeah, no doubt.
What else we got going on here? I'd ask you about our team, but I'm worried what your answer is going to be.
That Kamara Barkley start, I think that's filthy. I think that was the best 1 and 2 round start. But after that, it gets a little bit shaky. Not too crazy about McLaurin. AJ Dillon, I appreciate it, for the content. It's there. I love it. But AJ Dillon in the 4th is a little bit wild. You saved yourself the Kyler Murray pick for sure, but I don't know.
After that, it goes all down. I think Tyler Lockett was the beginning of our end right there.
I got to say Darrell Henderson, though, and you guys talked about it a little bit. Darrell Henderson, I think that he's a great value this year. I just don't see Akers coming into a spot where he's going to take, 30 touches per game like people were projecting for him before his Achilles injury last year. Darrell Henderson's a good running back, and I think that what we've seen from Sean McVay ever since Todd Gurley has left, it's not so much that he runs like a per game committee where he's alternating touches, but he definitely takes that hot hand approach. Like whoever has the better week of practice, they're getting the touches that week. And we saw Akers couldn't even get touches away from Malcolm Brown as a rookie. So it might not be something you can rely on every single week, but you're going to have a little stretch where I think Darrell Henderson's going to work out nicely for you.
Damn, let's keep asking Dave about our team because I'm looking at our team and like.
Don't ask me about McCole Hardman.
Yeah, I'm looking at our team and like the 7 of the last 8 picks. I'm not confident we're getting more than like 3 points a week out of.
Oh, that's why they got ad drops and
That's what you're going to be working on waivers this year.
I'm doing it for Cooterdoodle's team.
I like that Tony pick though. It's it seems like there's a line in the sand. You got to be either Kadarius Toney or Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm putting my chips on Tony, man. What we saw last year, very small sample size, but he was electric. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I almost took what you guys were talking about, like Van Jefferson or something. I almost grabbed Wan'Dale Robinson there.
We probably should have done that. It seems like that's a strategy that happens a lot.
But I didn't, dude. We already have 2 New York Giants players. We could not triple down on that offense.
I mean, I wouldn't hate it. What if Dayball unlocks it somehow and just turns Daniel Jones into Josh Allen?
Unlocking Daniel Jones. He's a door without a keyhole. You cannot unlock it.
There ain't nothing there to unlock.
What else we got? 16 rounds, 14 teams.
Anybody make an atrocious trade last year that you can remember?
Are there trades in this league?
Yeah. Oh yeah, ton of trades. This is a really active one. Yeah, we had a
trade.
Oh right.
I can't remember any of the trades off the top of my head. But like I said, man, AJ Dillon, just be ready for it. He's going to be sending you trades all season long. That's what he does. He really
wants Kyler?
Really grinds those trains.
No, dude, we have the ultimate leverage. We have him. We can trade him to him. This is so easy.
Yeah. Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was no like trades that really like raised eyebrows last year in terms of like huge like fleeces.
Everything was on the up and up. There was nothing crazy. Yeah, it's a lot of sharp people in here, and I'm not sure if Tyler and AJ, if they're getting some sort of guidance from somebody else, but they'll know what they're doing, and you get a lot of sharp people in here. But keeping it active, and it's always fun when you start making trades, sharing them on social media, people getting blasted for them and whatnot. And that's what makes it fun. So this is a good league to be a part of, and I'm happy to be back this year.
Yeah, this was a tough league to draft, and every time I figured we'd be able to have conversations with you guys, and then look over the draft board every once in a while and be like, oh, that guy I like. Every time we got on the clock, it was like all the guys we liked were gone already, and then we're just yelling at each other for 45 seconds about players that none of us liked. It got tough quick. On the trade question though, who's like the commissioner? You guys decide if they're allowed to go through or not?
The trades?
Yeah.
There's no vetoes. You just let them fly.
Hell yeah, we gotta start. We gotta start operating outside.
We're about to bring the ruckus.
Yeah,
gonna bring the collusion.
Oh yeah.
Well, Cooter started Dillon against AJ Dillon last year and scored 2 touchdowns on himself.
That's what we need to do that.
I should have asked him about if fantasy ever crosses his mind on an NFL Sunday, like when he's actually in the game. I would love to know if he's like, fuck, we're up like 17, but like my opponent has Amon-Ra St. Brown and he just scored, even though that was okay, Jack.
Wow. If you want to get the first trade of the season getting kicked off, looking at both of our teams, it looks like I got a strength at wide receiver. You guys got it at running back. We might be able to scratch each other's backs here and work out that first trade of the year.
Animal will figure that out. He's our guy. And I know you don't have a team of people working with you, so I guess we'll have to work directly. Let's see.
Who you got?
I can't even find your team.
Henderson for Lazard, straight up. Deal? All right. What do you guys think?
Yeah, you just gonna run that through?
Give us Metcalf. Give us that deadly Drew Lock, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf stack. Is there anything more dangerous?
Loading up on Seahawks and Giants?
Oh, we got Noah Fant too.
This is what Norris was talking about. You bet on good teams like the Giants and the Seahawks.
We took a strategy to heart.
Top 3 offenses.
Let's actually talk about Jack's team. He went unorthodox at the 102, taking Eckler, but then he stacked it. He took the Josh approach and just took good players on good teams.
He took the Chargers.
It's the Chargers.
The Chargers.
It's a great team.
The whole AFC West.
James Conner. I'm not in love with James Conner.
I would never wish injury upon Justin Herbert, but that might just one bad moment might collapse his team.
I will say Jack's team would have been so much better if he took Zeke instead of James Conner there. And that's not even like trying to be like funny or joking. I think Zeke there instead of James Conner makes that team so much better.
Did he have the option to do that?
Yeah, 3-2, and Zeke went like 3 later.
What if you put Zeke at the 1-2? Would that have made his team better?
Maybe. I'm really unsure about that Eckler at 1-2 pick.
I'm like scared at how early if we gave him the reins and he had his choice of pick, like how early he would take Zeke. How early is too early?
I would have taken him I probably would have taken him over. I think the James Conner area is probably where you actually take him.
It's kind of fair, I guess. I like the.
I personally like Zeke over Fournette, but like no one else was in that same boat as me. So
See, I'd have taken Breece Hall over Zeke. I think Zeke went about where he should, but I do like Breece Hall ahead of Zeke this year.
Interesting. You're not worried about our 9th round pick, Michael Carter?
Oh, not one bit. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but I don't think he's going to really do too much. You see this all the time with rebuilding teams where they get a late round guy that ends up really getting a ton of touches, for a year or two. We saw it with like Jordan Howard, James Robinson, and then that guy just ends up getting replaced by a first or second rounder. And I think that's exactly what Breece Hall is, just the replacement for Carter.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. It's going to take him a while to break into that starting role. Like, I feel like we've seen it year over year with these talented second round backs, Swift and Akers and Dobbins and Miles Sanders and even Javonte last year. He ended up doing pretty well, but he never really took control of the backfield. I feel like they're going to force a committee back there for New York. And it's not that Breece is not going to be bad, but I guess the earlier you start to take a guy like that, the riskier it gets. The opportunity cost goes high. So I'm a little bit hesitant on Hall with the Wilson injury and now the Mekhi Becton injury too. So I guess that whole third round definitely has red flags when it comes to the backs altogether.
Did you hear Garrett Wilson's comments today about how Flacco throws a much more receiver-friendly ball? I mean, just throwing shade at Wilson. One day he's got to miss camp. Just brutal.
I mean, is that shade on Wilson or is Joe Flacco elite?
Why not both? Are those mutually exclusive?
I guess not. But
he's a seasoned vet, though.
Yeah, Joe Flacco's back.
I feel like you just put respect on his name. Yeah, he's a Super Bowl winner.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins, AJ Dillon. I don't know. I think our team's fine. I don't think we come in last.
I don't think we come in anything below first.
No, we're not coming in last.
Jack says he is elite. Jack, how much you have? Jack, did you put any money down on like over/under starts for Joe Flacco this year? Because he puts that on every single year. He's like, when the Eagles last year, he's like, I got him over starting like 2.5 games. Like, it's an insane line to bet on. Got any
slander?
We got any questions from something Matt Ryan? Enough. That's what happens. I'm so into it, I just start reading it. I don't realize it's just
who said it.
No, I don't realize what it is until I'm at the end of the sentence and it's just talking shit to me.
Like Ron Burgundy.
Yeah. Yeah. Any questions from the chat that we can answer while we got Dave on here? Besides Jack, please. Is like dead, or are we just not getting questions?
I have no idea. Questions.
It's a late PM on the East Coast. This is past people's bedtime, isn't it?
Yeah, it's big late right now. How's your summer going, buddy?
Yeah, it's going all
you
right.
Vacation a lot, right? You go hiking and you're out there. I was creeping your Instagram before.
I do, yeah. Big thing that we're doing right now is trying to tackle all the mountains in Colorado that are over 14,000 feet. 58 of them, about halfway through those. So that's been pretty fun. But hurt my shoulder a few months ago and had to have shoulder surgery. So on the mend from that right now. So it's been about 2 months posted up in a recliner eating ice cream while I was recovering from that. I didn't realize shoulder surgery was such a big deal. Like, I thought I'd just be in and out, good to go. No, it's like 2 weeks. 2 months, you can't move your arm.
Yeah,
that description of the whole couch thing sounds like a dub to me.
Are you up on the pup list?
No, I'm doing all right now. Going through the PT, slowly getting that motion back. We'll be there in no time.
That's what I like to hear.
We got a question from Koenig, one of our diehards. He said, "How'd you enjoy the expo?" We didn't get to go, but I heard it was a blast.
Yeah, it's always a good time. Everyone just gets a little bit wild, drinks a little bit too much. You always got a handful of people to make a fool out of themselves, and that's what it's all about, right?
Who was it this year? Give us the tea.
Oh, I'm not dropping names.
We need names.
I assure you.
It wasn't you, though?
It was not me. No, I held it together pretty well this year, actually, surprisingly.
Okay, we'll take your word for it. We'll get it out of someone else that was at the expo. Oh, we got a real football question here from Nathan. Thoughts on Judy's over/under yards being higher than Sutton's, FanDuel, and other sites? I feel like you can't.
Source on that?
So, as a resident Bronco expert,
wait, the source is trust me, bro.
I would say it's probably because they're projecting Sutton to just get less overall like targets and receptions. So he's more of like a big play, like 3 for 60 versus like Judy could be getting the 100-yard games with like 6-7 catches.
I could see him being a PPR guy.
I think the big draw with Sutton too is that you're hoping he's going to get like 10 to 15 touchdowns this year.
Yep.
Yeah, he's very dependent on he's going to be like the poor man DK, I think. which is now it's just DK.
Now it's the rich man DK.
Now it's just DK.
Guess Ike's lunch tomorrow. We can't. Ike, you gonna grab some food on the way home tonight? So we can guess that. I need baby food. I call what's the brands that they got? Baby food.
Gerber.
I call Gerber.
I'm
first in line. This is how it works.
Don's added a baby food menu.
All right. Should I do a little more or less, and then
let's hit it.
Let's go, Dave. We got some questions.
All right, real quick. This is probably wrap it up here for you, but I'm gonna do a little more or less. I'm gonna ask you a couple things. You just tell me whether or not you want more or less of those. All right.
All righty.
Team touchdown celebrations.
More. Absolutely. I mean, that's what makes the game. And then ever since they started penalizing those, I want the guys like hiding cell phones underneath, the Ocho Cinco, Torello and celebrations back in the day. Bring those back.
All right.
So it sounds like less if you don't like the sound. If you don't want the cell phones.
No, I want more touchdown celebrations.
You said bring them back. All right. What about auction drafts?
It's a big one.
More. I actually just did the first live auction draft I've done in a long while this weekend, and it was a blast, man. Just the shit talking back and forth, and everyone just trying to manipulate people to overpay. It was getting loud. Everyone yelling at each other on a 10-second clock. Definitely more of those.
So we want to do one in the office as like none of us have done, right? You guys haven't done one before, or have you?
No,
not for football. No.
None of us have done an auction fantasy draft before. So we wanted to do like a live draft in the office, but we know we're going into it almost with the idea of like, we're going to do the draft and then not actually do the league. But we think the piece of content would be like incredible. Like we hire like a real auctioneer to come in and do it for us.
Yeah, as soon as we finished, we were like, we should have videotaped that entire thing because it would have been fantastic content. It was me and Steffi Smalls and Jeff Bell, Corey Spalo. We were just like going nuts. It was a really good time. And a lot of us didn't have experience doing auctions either. So we just made the wildest settings possible. It was 8 of us. So a real small league, 8 teams. But you got to start 3 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 5 wide receivers, and 3 flexes. So it was just complete mayhem.
I love that. Just chaos.
Do you feel the pull of not wanting to go back to redraft after doing auction now?
I'm kind of feeling that way. I'm actually going back to Chicago next week for my home league draft, and I'm trying to pitch them on doing a separate draft after our snake draft. Like, we're all together, let's do an auction draft afterwards. They're a lot of fun.
I think I've been sold. We need to get at least 10 people in the office, though.
So I brought up doing an auction draft, and I said that auction drafts are going to be the future. And kind of like Superflex is just going to take over and be the new standard. And these guys laughed at me
because Superflex isn't even the new standard yet.
But it kind of is. Like if you're in
I'd say with auction drafts, I think if you're doing them remotely, they're not nearly as fun. Like I can't imagine because like you really have to be locked in, and it's a lot of talking through things. So I think if you're just sitting by yourself doing an auction draft, it doesn't have the same appeal as being in a room with everybody that's doing it together.
Yeah, I think it'll gain in popularity, but no shot it overtakes actual snake drafts. Just because there's so many dynamics to it that
same way as like nothing's gonna ever overtake redraft. Like redraft's always gonna be the king of fantasy.
Yeah,
so what dynasty you want.
You guys put on a good auction draft. People see it and they'll go crazy about it. Let me know, man. I'll fly out to New York. We can do this.
We're gonna do it.
Do you mean that?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
It would have to be like within the next couple of weeks.
We're doing it now.
We'll talk after the show. We can put our calendars together. I don't see why not.
Okay.
All right.
You'll be one. We need like 3 more people.
Yeah, you're on the clock in like 2 hours.
No clock.
That's funny.
Well, that's what I mean. You're up to nominate.
We got more over.
We got one more to end it.
One more for bedtime.
More or less, the last one was shredded lettuce.
More. No. Less.
Really? All right.
I like big old leaf of lettuce.
I just like a lot of shredded lettuce.
You give me an Italian sandwich, I'm like holding meat, fucking lettuce on.
Give me all that lettuce, baby. What the hell is Jack saying?
Jack said, I think he's ready in terms of the auction draft.
Oh, for the auction? Okay.
Oh, cool, Jack. Yeah, we'll
Jasmine's
talk to you
in too.
Maybe later.
Real money though for the bidding. All right, Jack.
See, now
another comment?
Now we're
I thought there was one. I kept seeing it flash over.
Oh
there.
yeah, I was like, are we okay? All right.
What's up?
I don't know. Are you waiting for something?
Well,
to come
I keep
up?
seeing. I don't know. It's like popping up and they go down.
delayed,
So
yeah.
I'm just sitting here like a fucking weirdo.
I gotta say, when the schedule came out, I was excited. I thought I was like the closing act, and then I realized that I just come on, after the draft's done, and you guys are falling asleep on the couch. I feel good. Shit.
You are the closing act, bro, and we'll leave it at that because we've probably pulled you past your bedtime. Dave, thank you so much for your time, man. And I'm actually super serious about you getting out here within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, let's talk. Like I said, I'll be back in Chicago next weekend, but outside of that weekend, I'm pretty free.
All right. Amazing, dude. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.
See you later.
Give Ike a raise. Video idea. No.
You do it. You give Ike that raise.
You do it.
Yeah. All right. It looks like that will wrap up the 2022 Sleeper Bowl. We're over 2 hours into it, and we still got 4 figures strong, it looks like. So thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Like, you can put us on the big screen right now so we can have the final send-off. We really, really, really appreciate y'all tuning in for this long. If you're still here, I mean, I don't know how we barely fucking made it. So the fact that you guys are hanging out there is incredible.
I missed my train.
Yeah, what time do you get? You're not getting home till
I'm not going home tonight.
Oh no, I still got a train.
We still got the blow up mattress.
We're all
Sexy.
pulling a sexy P tonight.
You want to have a sleep over here tonight?
Yeah.
Guys, we're sleeping over tonight, so if you can make it still, the party ain't stopping.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna hang out here. Maybe we'll start up another live stream at like 3 a.m. You guys can subscribe to the channel if you want to hang out with us then. But thank you for hanging out with us. Now, 13, 12 awesome competitors in the league aside us. We will keep the draft board. I believe we can put the link in the description of the video if they want to go check it out at a later time. And we'll be tweeting about this. We'll be posting about it all over socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. So make sure you're following us and the Sleeper platform everywhere to stay up to date on what goes on throughout the year, all the trash talk that we will try and deliver to AJ Dillon, even though he's a friend of the brand now and we have him on our team. It's a good guy to have on the team. Looking forward to the year. Any parting words from the boys?
I'm a sharp lookout, for any of my advice in the future, in the preseason, and just know that Zeke deserves better.
All right.
Yeah, and other than that, just Sleeper HQ on Twitter. We'll be keeping up all the matchups, standings, stuff like that. Give us a follow over on the Twitter.
Get some Dons.
Yeah, but you're not about to hit him with the Dons?
Dons.
End the stream.
People have been waiting all night for that.